All righty, we are live. How y'all are? Cajun Coin Hunter here with y'all this evening, aka Boudreaux. I should say this evening, this afternoon. Après-midi way. All righty. Cornbread, what's happening, mon ami? They don't, yeah, they sell live. Not at the Crawfish Corner, though. That's the balling spot. Her husband's Caleb Guillory. And, they have KG right up the road from me. I mean, I could walk there and probably well, it would take me forever to walk there now. But if I, like say 5 years ago, I could walk there in like I don't know, 10 minutes, something like that. Colt 49ers, what's up, Mona Me? Yeah, we talking crawfish. Uh, yeah, Caleb sells them live. I can shoot you his phone number if you want it. For anybody, it's a public number. It's his cell number, but everybody's got it. Uh, Let me see. Contacts. Caleb. G-H-I-J-K. Caleb. I got his grandpa's number too. Anyway, if you want it, I'll give it to you. Oh, I'll type it in the chat. Hell. Let me see here. That's gonna be tree 7. Do 466. What's that? Maman, huh? 466 6314. There you go. All right. Caleb. There you go, Mona Me. Tell him Boudreaux sent you. He knows me. I deal with him every year. They man, I got some from him one time. I got 3 sacks. He made me a deal on that. And they were select, man. They were nice. I got them for instead of 60 a sack, I think he gave them to me for 50 or 45. And I mean, I'm talking about some crevice like that there. Yeah. I got some videos on it. Check out them videos I got on the crawfish. Yeah. All you got to do, when that little magnifying glass, the search thing, when you go on my channel, you just hit crawfish ball or crawfish, and it's there. And you see them crawfish, man. They freaking like, man, everybody's like, man, that ain't crawfish. That's some lobster. That's some junior lobsters. And shit, and crawfish are like that. Gross Camsella. Gross Camsella. Yeah, man. He deals with, he's got his own ponds and he buys. I want to say he deals with about 10,000 pounds a day or more. He's got 3 trucks. And they deliver all over. They go to North Louisiana, North Mississippi. They go all over the place. Texas. Texas, they got their own crawfish too. Arkansas has their own crawfish. Arkansas is not quite producing yet. They're not full blown like right now like we are. We're not full blown neither, but it's getting there. All that nice warm weather we've been having. Oh yeah. And Texas got their crawfish down down toward the south there, in that 35 beltway down there, Highway 35, going toward crap, the Brazos River and all that. They got rice fields, crawfish ponds all over down there. But they don't have enough to supply all them Texans, so Louisiana's got to bring some. Tex Guy 790. Speaking of Texas, what's up, Mona Me? How you doing? Como se va après-midi? Let me make sure that's 6314. 6314. Okay, I want to make sure I didn't transpose them 2 numbers because I am a little disqualified, dyslexic. dyslexic. Lexic. Let's lick it. Finish with that. Yeah, buddy. Let's see. How's my audio? Is my audio okay? Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. I'm gonna go wide open and see what I sound like. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep it at that level there. Oh shit. Oh, I mean, sugars. Okay. Yeah. Let me back down on that a little bit. My volume was way down on the computer. So, all right, that'll work. I was listening to myself, but now I got the that off. Pause. So y'all had some hail by 3 o'clock this morning. Yeah, we had some storms too this morning, last night and this morning. It looked like that system passed a little ahead of time, and there's a lot of people glad that it passed fast because they're having a boucherie at the Blue Point or the Rouge Point hunting club. They're having a big butcher, killing pigs and making gratons, some crackling grease. Yeah, buddy. And some boudin and backbone stew and all that. They have this a weekend thing. Yeah, buddy. It's an invitation thing only. Uh, Mr. Sammy Fusilier has that. I think he's the owner of all that property and hunting club over there. But anyway, they got a lot of people. They got different bands that go, Cajun bands that go. Oh, yeah. Uh, I think they invited Reba McEntire one time and she showed up over there, did a couple songs. Somebody knew her. And I was in the club, somebody knew Miss Reba. And that train horn sounds sick. Why they blowing it so much, I guess. We didn't have no hail though. That's a good thing. Don't need no windshields broken. If they do, I'm not fixing it. Oh yeah, some of y'all can see that link above there, that Facebook link. That's some crawfish. That's an ice chest deal. Bring your own ice chest, and they fill it up. You fill your ice chest up, corn, potatoes, uh, all that, and fresh out the pot. Yeah, you got to wait for it fresh out the pot. Uh, and like they'll put 30 pounds, 30, 32 pounds, crawfish in the pot. And then when they boil it, they take them out, they dump them in your ice chest. Now that's fresh boiled. $3 a pound live? Where? Where? Oh, from Caleb. Okay. You told him Boudreaux sent you, ain't? Yeah. Hey, they got some, now their crawfish, man, they got some pretty crawfish. Right now, $3. That's 30 pounds, $90 a sack. But I tell you what, when it gets close to Easter, it's going up. Oh yeah, the day before Easter, man, the price is outrageously high. Fly like an eagle to the sea, way up in the sky. Caliber what? Oh, Caleb. Michael Chesina. Yeah, live and direct, baby. Watching in the background, making a simple dinner. Hope you're well. Man, yes, that left leg has got me. I went to my cardiac doctor, heart doctor, and I got to do another ultrasound. Man. Uh, and then we're going to do two stents. One in my right hip that main artery that goes down your leg, one at the hip right there, and then a stent in my left hip in that main artery in that area. He's gonna do the right one first because once he unblocks that left one, man, everything's gonna go immediately to the right one. Hey, Miss Crystal, how you doing, Shot? Yeah. Oh yeah. After Easter, crawfish goes down. Same here. Notice something. Follow the logic. Yeah, man. When yeah, I hope. Yeah. Uh, the heart's good though. You know, my lungs are clean. All that. I usually sleep on. I can't sleep long on my left side. Man, it goes numb. Well, my legs go numb anyway, but and the knee lights me up like a cheap lamp. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got the bad knee too on the left. Oh, I got to pick up my leg. If I want to move it, I have to actually pick up my leg. You know, right behind it, above the knee. I got in my lap. You know, my legs make a lap like this and go down. Well, where it's like this behind the knee, I got to pick up my leg to move it when I'm sitting down because it hurts like 10,000 volts of electricity hitting me if I try to move it on its own muscle. Yeah, it's bad, man. God. Man, one time I was screaming bloody murder. Actually, a couple of times, but man, mom. Uh, I don't know where Mr. Heavy Chevy is at. Got to notice that it hurts worse when the off axis low. Yeah, been noticing that the better you're getting old, the cross beam sagging, and the effect is sleeping. Yeah. Might need a good enema. No, another MRI so my that other back doctor can get to me. Did you get with Christy, Michael? You get with Christy Daly? Originally, she wanted like she said, yeah, give him my number to text me, you know, for some information. Yeah, I guess. Well, I guess she same thing. She wanted you to call her. I guess she said, have him call me. Okay. I'm gonna look around too. I'd rather see you buy something down here. I got my buddy Julius. He bought a house, 4 bedroom brick house with another like a little mother-in-law deal inside the house. That was is oh, nice house, man. A gas dryer, all brand new appliance in this thing, and he brand new stove, big commercial stove in that house. Big shop in the back, a lot of land, about an acre of land right at. And he got it for a hundred thousand. It's worth like 275, but the old man, he's in a nursing home or somewhere else. He's not in the house. He couldn't stay by himself. He probably didn't want to stay by himself. He drives around and all that. He's not in a nursing home or anything, I don't think, because he's got his own truck. He goes wherever the hell he wants. Oh, okay. Yeah, the real estate gal, Miss Christie. She advertises stuff on her evening show on KBON, KBON 101.1, baby. That's right. Louisiana Proud 101. She's there on Sunday at 6 o'clock. She does a live show and with, a variety of music. Uh, her and Coach, me and Missy used to go, and I'd go live with her a lot. We don't go no more. Missy used to cook too. And we'd get, other people, some musicians in there and all. And me and her would interview the musicians and stuff like that. Gotta take the dip out of it, huh? Yeah. And but on Sunday she's live, like I said. You catch you there on the computer. You know, just type in kbon.com, kbon.com. Don't click on their website, and then right in the middle of the page, you'll say listen live or listen now, and click on it. Boom. You hear it live as it going on. Quick Ranch, what's happening, Mona Me? How you doing? Yeah, let us know how you getting along now since you had your surgery and all that, and you're back home. I got to give some more coffee and go lean over the dock. So I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, buddy. All right. Fresh coffee. And I don't use that powder cream. I use because I use it for a lot of stuff. The heavy whipping cream, and they make the little small cartons and the tall one. Oh yeah, the tall one right there. Got the little cap on it on the dome on the gable roof. They got a cap in the middle. You just pour a little bit out. Yeah, Missy's gonna make. Oh, me, I'll make another fresh pot in a minute. That one's gone. You can see it's below the chrome ring. So Missy asked me. I was in the bathrooms. I didn't want to holler back, but anyway, she said, "You want to make some more coffee?" Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, Quick Ranch. Got you. If I'd have somebody up in here with me, I can. Yeah, Doug Harding, what's up, Mona Me? Kicking over at Ida's, but came to smash. Oh, Miss Ida's live. Okay. I use French vanilla liquid cream. I don't care for the different flavors. I really don't care for. Every now and then, like say if I had, the little packs, the little bitty pack, like that, yeah. And hazelnut, French vanilla, and there's another one that I kind of like. Uh, I like the French, the vanilla. Oh yeah, so yeah, oh it's the mid March. Okay, so they're doing the auction. Okay, yeah, for the kids. Yeah, I've been out of touch with the coin community actually. I haven't been to Miss Ida's in I don't know how long. She came in my stream a while back, visit a little while. She couldn't come up. David was sleeping, so she didn't want to wake him up, bother him. I don't get the little bit. I used to when I go to the coffee house in the morning, or the convenience store, get a little sandwich or something. But I would go to Hardee's and get me a biscuit. Then I'd stop at the store for coffee, and I'd get a little a couple of little packs of them French vanilla and hazelnut, and another kind I forget. But anyway, I'd take a few of them and put them in with the napkin, in the bag with the napkins and spoon and stuff. But I never did buy the liquid, the big containers. No, I never did do that. Italian sweet cream. Mm. Well, I appreciate you coming in, Doug. I sure didn't mean to step on Miss Ida's toes. Well, I don't have a lot of people in the coin community come to my lives. It's mostly the cooking barbecue community and the mechanic community now that comes in. Need to get back in the coin community. I don't really have nothing to show off or to do the games with or anything like for the penny games. But and then I'm not gonna be live long. I'm gonna just go an hour, I think, something like that. I don't know if Johnny's coming over this evening or not. I know he already ate. They made gratons today, fresh cracklings and boudin at the boucherie. Let's see where cornbread go. $14 gold plate for $50. Yeah. Yeah, man, they got they got man they oh yeah, screw people out of their money with those gold plated coins and platinum plated coins like the nickels and the the special series nickels, like the handshake nickels, and they had a series of that and nickels, and then the state quarters, and then the national park quarters. They gold plate them, and man, they selling them for way more. It's like I don't know, 20 times face value. And actually, those coins, when you paint a coin, that's actually post mint damage. You actually defacing the coin. It's not going up in price, but everybody does that. Every company, they have a third party company that paints the coins, and then they do that on Silver Eagles and try to sell them for $150. Lord have mercy. David Carlisle. Dave's not here, man. Check your email, Dave. I got you a link sent. Yeah, we can rant about those damaged Silver Eagles and quarters and counter stamp. I like the counter stamp half dollars, actually. I do. I like that because they got important dates on them. They got like on the 64 Kennedys. That was the first year of the Kennedys, and it was silver. The 50-cent piece. They had the Ben Franklin has what? What medicine? Nope. That's not right. I don't know. We're gonna have to get you to the emergency room. Yeah, Missy's like she's hurting in her right here. She's got some bumped up muscles, that are knotted up. Uh, oh yeah, the communist stamp, Kennedy's. Some of those half dollars have a little stamp of Lincoln facing them because Lincoln and Kennedy have a lot in common. They got shot, assassinated. That's in common some kind of way. Born on the same day or something. Different year. There's a lot of stuff in common with Kennedy and Lincoln. And it's on the internet. Anybody can look it up. Uh, what they call that? Things in common for President Kennedy and President Lincoln, and that'll come up. Everyone with a TV is an expert. Got to want it. Uranium can be electroplated. Might be fun, yeah. Might be fun for the idiot that's doing it. Madam, the lady there, she all her notes and stuff like that is sealed up in a sealed container because it's still radioactive even after all those years. I think she died doing what she loved to do, died from it, and the other people around her. Man, I love fishing. I used to, like bass fishing, bass tournaments and stuff. Man, I was big into that. And if I die, I say, yeah, if I die bass fishing, have a heart attack in the boat and just drop dead in the boat, yeah, I don't know anything after I'm dead, but yeah, uh, that's the way. If it does, that's the way I'd want to go, I guess. Doing something I like to do. Oh, yeah, I hope Miss is going to be all right. I said I'd give Johnny a call and have him come over here and bring you to the emergency room. Ever see those elevators that are all plexi so you can see the mechanism as you ride the car? Yep. I've never been in one, but I've seen them, and yeah, you can. Well, usually the tops, you can't see through the glass roof. It's not a glass roof; it's dark. But anyway, yeah, in a big buildings, you can see the other one that's going up in a tube. You can see all the cables and all that. Yep. The counterweights look very small. That's because they're depleted uranium, really. About 2 times the density of lead. Really? Wow. So they probably still a little bit radioactive, maybe. I know when I was in Arizona and Tucson, the company I worked for, we had it was Kone, Kone with a accent, Sontegu. Uh, and there was Kone elevators that they were putting in that building, that 5-story building. But you had to go for the 6-story. You had to go up the stairs. The elevator didn't go that high for the mechanics. The half story mechanics facilities up there, mechanical. Water, plumbing, stuff like that. You got street pressure going up to tanks up in the top, and then you got pumps and all that going that deliver pressure to the faucets and all that. Yuppers PD amount 86 and DU is 238 or so. Man, on. Well, I got some, speaking of lead, I got some lead free solder in. How long ago? It's 30 grams. Just a couple bucks. Uh, 1 millimeter thick. This is lead free. It's I can't stand lead free, but this is something else. So uh, it's the tin is 42%, and the bismuth, that's 58%. It's low melt solder. When you're taking out components, you can put that like a little chip, like an 8-pin chip, something. You can just put that lead-free solder, that low melt solder on there, man, and it'll just pop right out. Stays soft for a while. Yeah, but no, it's not the lead-free that you're thinking about. No, it's not that new stuff. No, that's high temp. That's that low melt solder. Anyway, Robert, what's up, mon ami? Oh yeah, that nasty weather. It's past us. It might be over there in Mississippi by a buddy of mine's house. His name's Russ Jones, Smoky Ribs Barbecue. That's him right there.
That rain just now getting here.
Really? Damn.
Yeah. Actually, there's like a strip of it, and then there's gonna be a gap, and then the bad stuff is gonna be probably in a couple hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think the worst of it's all north of us. All those tornadoes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We had a bunch of it come through last night, late last night. Johnny Best was here, and he, when it took a break in the weather, he says, I'm heading to the house. I said, all right. He said, I hope I don't mess your yard up. Getting out.
My internet just come back on. I've been watching videos on my cell phone through cell phone internet, and I mean it's been out for about an hour and a half. It ain't from the weather, because the weather's just getting here. I don't know what happened, but so if I happen to drop off, you'll know what happened. Hopefully they got it back on.
Yeah, we survived that, but it was nasty this morning. I mean, like early this morning. Oh, that's some thunder that woke me up. I had to get out of bed and use the bathroom, lean off the dock anyway. So
that's right.
But I sure wasn't going outside in that bad weather. Oh man, I just went ahead and used a regular restroom.
Yeah. Yep. So what's going on with you?
Still need assistance walking with the rollator. Got that walker with the wheels. I think you already knew that.
I didn't know you was using a walker.
Yeah, walker with wheels. It's been like that for month and a half or so.
What you got knee problems or hips or?
Yep, left that sciatic nerve in my left leg is between that and the blockage in that left hip in the vein, the artery. It's tough getting around.
Yeah, I tell you what, my hips are shot, man. My knees are all right, I guess, but it hurts when I walk. If I walk for any distance, and I hate that because I need to walk, like if I go to Lowe's and walk in, and man, I'm not even halfway to where I need to go, and it tightens up so bad around my hips, I have to stop and let it relax. Then I can walk a little bit further.
That's probably back muscles doing that.
Yeah, trying to support them bad hips, I reckon. Something I can figure.
Well, mine is my back is shot, and that's what it is the sciatic nerve. When I went to the doctor last month, she said it was or 2 months ago, whatever. She said it was December, the December 30th, actually. She said I got a slip disc. That's what's causing that to mess with that sciatic nerve. She ordered the MRI. My insurance turned it down. So I'm going to give my insurance a call. I'm going to say, hey, here in another month or two, all these other insurance companies are going to start contacting me and campaigning to get my business, get me with their insurance. And if y'all don't approve this, I'm going to go to somebody that will approve it, that MRI, because I need it. Now, the doctor put lower back pain. Patient has lower back pain.
Yeah.
Well, that's not enough. They want to know why their money, is paying for an MRI. They don't want to hear lower back pain. They want a good reason. you know,
Right.
and that's all she put was lower back pain. And he tell her, hey, you need to put some more information. You need to detail that stuff.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna end up because I got the letter saying if you want to, what they call that, go to a higher court, appeal it. If you want to appeal it, do that. Okay.
I don't understand why insurance companies can deny anything that a doctor recommends. I mean, that's why you got insurance, to
Right.
pay for whatever doctors deem necessary,
Yeah.
It ought to be illegal.
Now, if I would go to the emergency room and that ER doctor says bring him to the MRI room for
Yeah.
MRI, yeah, then they pay for it then and
Yeah, they
there.
wouldn't have no choice but to do that. That's like when
Right.
I had to go out to the hospital at the time of that GI bleed, and I
Ooh.
went through CT scans and everything you can think of, man. And they didn't wait for approval; they just did it,
Right.
Which I was working then. I had really good insurance, but point is it wasn't scheduled. It was an emergency, and they had no choice but to pay all that.
Right. Well, Quick Wrench, Dave, he had a bleed in his one of his arteries, main veins, inside of him.
Yeah, me too. It was a GI bleed around my colon area.
I forget where this one
I
was
had
at.
a diverticulitis that.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
I've
Oh,
got
boy.
diverticulosis, but when something attacks it, and
Right.
what it was, I was taking these back pain pills that are NSAIDs, and the night before that happened, I was feeling bad, so I took 800 milligrams of ibuprofen, plus I was on that pill, plus I'm taking 81 milligrams a day of aspirin, and so between all of it, I had that diverticulitis attack, and it led to internal bleeding. I about bled out. I thought I was gonna die. I thought that was all she wrote.
Damn. Yeah, my dad almost bled out from a bunch of them little diverticulitis things busted, and he was passing nothing but red blood, no
That
black
was me,
stool. This
man.
was
It
just
was like,
blood. And he went back to bed, and
yeah,
Mama said, "What's wrong?" He said, "Nothing." Well, about 5 minutes later, he had to go back to the bathroom, and
yeah,
he's eyeing and all that on the toilet,
yeah,
sitting on the toilet, aye, and all that. So Mama was a nurse for 40 years. She got up the second time he got up, and she said, "Stand up." And when he did, she saw that blood. She called the ambulance right away. Yeah,
yeah.
but he
Same
almost,
thing here. I went to the bathroom twice, and Tarina was asleep. And I woke her up. I said, "I'm bleeding." She goes, "What do you mean you're bleeding?" I said, I'm on the toilet bleeding. I mean, it's gushing. It ain't the toilet water ain't nothing. It looks like solid blood." And she got up and got dressed. Let's go to the hospital. So we went to Gulfport Memorial, and I'm in the ER. They brought me back pretty quick, and sent me for a CT scan to see where they could find the bleeding. Well, they found that. That's when they also found I had a renal mass on my left kidney, and brought me back to the room, and I couldn't hold it anymore. They had a little pull out toilet thing there in the ER room.
yeah,
I went again, and this time I passed out. I done lost so much blood, and they had already had me a wheelchair in there to roll me to a room or whatever. And I fell over, passed out, hit my head on that wheelchair. I had to go back in for another CT scan to see if I did any damage to my neck or whatever. And I sucked it up, buddy. My butthole was puckered for 3 days. I was scared to do anything. And they started pumping me full of antibiotics, which got rid of the diverticulitis. That's when you actually have an attack, And it took me 3 days before I even attempted to use the bathroom. And then it was just minimal traces of blood. So, all right, well, that part's over. Then I had a whole nother issue. I had to go back in and get that kidney cut out, a month later or whenever it was, a month and a half. But I would have not known about that kidney if I wouldn't have had that episode. It probably would have got so bad it would have killed me. So it was really a blessing in disguise, I guess you could say. I would
yeah.
not have known about having cancer in my left kidney unless I would have had that CT scan,
Dang.
Yeah. I'm like, wow. Yep.
And it's bad when when it's gushing out. When you can see red, it's time to get to the emergency room.
Oh
When you
yeah.
see red, because
I mean,
a black stool, that's a warning sign too.
yeah, right.
Something's going on there. So I need to get it. Kind of let's go see about it.
Yeah,
Or wait till the next time to go to the bathroom and see what it, if it's
right.
maybe some oysters I ate or something, because I
Yeah,
eat certain foods like oysters, crawfish. That'll give me a dark stew, but that's natural, because of the whatever it's that certain
right.
food. But yeah, but if it keeps on going for a day or so and it's still black stew, then guess what? Yeah, I'm getting it looked
Yeah,
at.
my mother
So
had.
if it's red, it's bad.
Yeah, I remember my mother had like a real dark stool or something. She knew it was blood related, and they found like a tumor in her or somewhere and around her stomach, and yeah. Well, when I was diagnosed with it, they said we're going to go in there and take the whole kidney. We don't want to take part of it and risk it spreading. I said, okay, well, and the doctor explained to me. He said, there's people born with one kidney. He said people donate a kidney. He goes, it's no big deal. I said, okay. So, hey, that was back in 21, so going on 4 years ago.
Yeah, they tell you, you gotta quit drinking, all that and everything. But
They never told me that.
They didn't. Oh
They never,
wow,
they didn't say
dang!
nothing about drinking beer. I mean, I drink beer. I don't drink whiskey. Every now and then I will, but
Right,
hardly ever. But
right.
they never said nothing about that. So I still drink beer. Not much, just a case a night. No, I'm just picking.
Yeah, you get your stuff free too. So
I drink. I've been averaging maybe 2 or 3 a day, something like that.
and then at night about 5 or 6. So you're in good
No,
shape.
matter of fact, there's some days I'll just drink water, man. A lot here
Yeah,
lately because I'm trying to lose some weight, and I know that beer
right there,
keep it on
coffee.
you.
I'm a coffee addict.
Yeah, that's what I need to be. I got a doctor appointment for April the 14th. I got my Medicare and all that going, and I got that Medicare Advantage through Cigna, and so finally, I've been sweating bullets for 3 years because when I left my job, I didn't retire the proper way. I just left. You know what I'm saying? I pulled all my money I had in retirement out, and I'm just now got old enough to where even think about Social Security. I could have got on Medicare at 65. I didn't know that, but at any rate, I'm on it now. So I went ahead and made a doctor's appointment just for a checkup because I haven't been to a doctor since 21. I left the yard in November of 21.
Oh, okay. I
Hello.
thought you. What's up, Van the Man? How you doing, buddy?
I've been working all day delivering pizzas.
Yeah, making some good tips.
If I was to check out now, I'd probably go home with about $125 counting gas and tips.
Damn, not bad.
We're
I
under.
got another hour and 15 minutes left, roughly. Then back to my mom and dad's house.
Yeah, Jay, who we got a off day live actually, and I don't know where Mr. Heavy Chevy's at. Mr. Chevy, he was supposed. Well, I told him I was going to go live at 6. I did a live like just for him. He was commenting and tagging, tagging people, highlighting them, and he said he couldn't do it from his computer. I said, well, you can't see it. I said that only the person that receives, that you tag can see that orange name. Watch, I'm gonna do what nothing knows about it. Let me do a few at Michael Jacina, the @ symbol, okay, at J space, and it comes up. It automatically comes up their channel name Jehu, but I'm on a laptop or a computer. It doesn't do it on a phone. Like David Carlisle, he tags people. Okay, he highlights people, but he spells out their whole name, and you don't have to put a space or nothing. As long as all the letters are there, like when you do nothing edited, if you want to tag somebody from a phone, you just spell out Nuffin, no space, Edited, and boom, it's going to highlight their names.
Well, last week I couldn't get a full box of pennies. They're custom wrap pennies. They're going to give me 40 rolls, 17 wheat cents, and 40 rolls of pennies.
Dang. I watched Rob Treasure yesterday. I got a notification, a suggestion for a video, and it was like some old wheat rolls, solid wheat rolls. I'm like,
oh yeah,
check this out. Yeah, I see it right there, Jehu. Sure enough, a Cajun Coin Hunter. It's in orange. It works, and it's at Cajun Coin. I don't know if Jehu's on a laptop or his phone, but you don't have to put the at symbol if you're on a phone. As long as you are a computer, you just spell it out, and it's going to highlight their names. Anyway, Rob, he got a few rolls a while back. Somebody sent him, and these are from an arcade from an amusement park. I forget where, Flint, Michigan. There was an amusement park. They closed down, and or that arcade or whatever closed down. Flint, Michigan. The water and all that. Anyway, yeah, Mike. Yep, at Cajun Coin Hunter. Everybody's doing it at Cajun Coin Hunter. Now, it probably is coming up when you hit at, and when you get to the second letter, CA, my whole name comes up, and you just click on that, and boom, it pops up. Anyway, that arcade, that penny rolls from the 50s. That's when the arcade was there. Playing games. I don't know what kind of games they had. That's an early technology there. It just said arcade. And Rob, he's finding, man, from the 1909 VDB pennies, 1910s, the teens, the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, and very few 50s. Most of the time you buy wheat rolls on eBay, man, all you get is late 40s and 50s. That's it. Oh, you got an Indian head on one end. That's the sucker you end to buy that roll for 25 or 30 bucks, and all you get is 40s and 50s. No, I don't go for those scams. I know too much about that.
Well, I just ordered from Coins.
Wow.
Yeah, I just ordered from Coins TV the B-Euro of wheat cents from the 40s and 50s. I'm doing this as an experiment to see what condition those coins are in, because they got them from some dealer who was trying to get a bunch of big euros. So I'm waiting. So I think I'll get them in sometime this week. On that, I may go do a live hunt just to get one of the euros and see what I get. Now, on my house, the roof's been fixed, the electrical service has been reinstalled, waiting for the city inspector, then Jimco to hook it up.
That'll work.
I've been out of the house now for 78 days. The private adjuster told me to keep track of how many days and multiply it by $150, because if that's how much I stay from where I have to pay out for put me up in a hotel. That's over $11,000.
Yeah.
Look, I'll get back on here a little bit. I got to get off. Then the next run, I'll come back in when I get done making that delivery. You'll be popping in and out.
Okay. That's not a problem.
Yep. I'll be back in a little bit.
All right, man. Polita. Check your email at Jehu. 300,000 miles, man. That's a fact. That'll work. Toyotas I got a buddy of mine. He's got a Toyota Camry. I think he's got 230,000 on it or something. Been owning it for I don't know how long over in Florida. He's him and his wife been having that thing for, like I said, decades.
I got
over 20 years.
2019 Toyota Corolla's only got 35,000 miles on it. Thing is still like new.
That's for your wife? Your wife driver? Your wife's driver car?
It's primarily her car, but I mean it's in both of our names. But
right. Yeah, she
got
don't
that
go
little-
far though. You know, go to work and
Right.
back. You know, they buy a
The
little old
furthest
lady. That's damn.
the furthest that car has been is Atlanta, Georgia. She had to go last summer to pick up her granddaughter. She met she met her daughter and her granddaughter in Atlanta. They drove from Virginia to Atlanta. She picked her up and come on home with her. So that's the furthest that car has been. Most of it's just her back and forth to work and to the store. And you know, when I was shooting videos over in Mobile at Derek's house, I was taking it over there, but still not many miles at all. It was real low mileage when I got it though. I got that little Ford Ranger that my buddy gave me, 2001. It runs. There's things I want to do to it before I really start driving it, you know.
Oh, let's see the mileage on that thing.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, J? Who? Let's see the mileage on that thing. $300,000, 272. You got it.
Wow.
You're
Yes,
heading
sir.
north.
Yes, sir.
Heading north. You heading to Canada? Damn.
Actually,
Man, what kind of Ford gets 300,000? What is that?
a 2009 Ford Fusion.
Okay.
A Fusion. Oh, okay.
Oh, I seen that comment while ago. Now I know what you're talking about. Okay.
So that's a cheat because this car has a Mazda engine, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Mazda made it?
Yep. So it's truly not a Ford. Sad to say.
Right. It's a hybrid. Right.
Right.
Correct.
That's
You know
kind of like my Ford Ranger. A lot of people refer to that as a Mazda, you know, but it's got Ford all over it.
Yeah, it's got the Mazda engine in it.
Yeah.
Chad, what's up?
Yep. So
Pierpont, Louisiana, representing South Louisiana, down there by Morgan City.
I'm out here on my side hustle, getting some hours in, taking care of a older gentleman.
You doing something with Eddie or Tech Guy, or you by yourself?
Nah, he's up on the north side of the city. I'm on the south side. He's got a family function he had to get to.
Oh,
But,
okay.
But I help out an elderly guy, so it's a little side job I got with the state. Not a lot of money, but I was kind of taking care of him anyway. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So he told me, he's like, well, if you help me out, you might as well get paid for it. I said, hey, I'm all for that. All for that. So I'm basically his personal assistant.
Man, what year was that truck? Nothing.
What truck? I'm sorry, I can't see the check.
She had a Ford truck. It was over 400,000 on it.
Nice.
And then she sold it, and she said, I wish I'd have kept it. I'm still kicking myself for selling it.
I tell you what, if you got a good one, better keep it, because man, I question today's vehicles. I swear.
Oh, with all them electronics in there and modules that talk to each other. There's one guy, he put out a short. He's got a mechanic channel, and there was 2 or 3 guys, mechanics, good mechanics. They said that they brought that truck to. He bought it from whoever bought it from with a salvage title. It got wrecked, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. It wouldn't start, and so he was looking at all the fuses, and he noticed something. The windshield was changed, like from the wreck, I guess. And like, oh, okay. So he started checking up where the mirror's at. He pops all that cover off of there, and boom, there was a loose plug, wire plug. He clicked it in to make contact, clicked it in, pressed the start button, truck started right up.
Huh,
whatever.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, they paid him. I think something. He said a lot of money, and so I'm figuring $800 or $900.
Yeah.
So dig this, Coin Hunter. I went to the junkyard today too. I've been doing a lot today. Been running around a lot. On the Ford Explorer, Ford Sport Track, you got this harness that plugs into the turn signal, right? And what
Okay.
happens is that these wires here over time, because of the tilt steering, they break off and they slide out.
Right.
So I went to the junkyard and I got me 2 harnesses. I got 2 harnesses because one of them, the clips was broken, and the other one, the clip is about to break.
Oh, wow.
But now my question is, what is a good way to take out the actual clip from the harness?
They got a
Right.
tool that will do
They
that.
got
You
tools
start
that
it
do
in
that.
there, it'll release it, and you pull it out the backside.
Okay,
Yep.
so there's a tool. Okay, good.
Yeah.
What-
I
can I
think Ed knows. Can get with you on that one.
Yeah, it's
But
just
I
a
got,
real.
I got one also. I'm gonna get a couple.
Yeah, I was
copies.
going to order one of them tools here a while back. They got multiple different blades and different things for different configurations, but
Okay,
I
all
probably
right.
won't buy it till I need it. You know.
I'm glad I asked you guys. So do you think that it's something like a cheap tool I could find?
The
At
actual
Harbor
tool
Freight?
I don't know if Harbor Freight have it, but you can go to Amazon and you can find them there, you know. But now, as far as you on Amazon, you can probably even find, like, that's Ford, right? You can probably even find the connectors they use and a crimping tool for it, perhaps, you know, because you're gonna have to repair it.
Now, I did find on eBay. I found the connector and the harness with the wires, but the funny thing is that the wires didn't have no color, so all the wires are white.
Yeah, that's where you're gonna have to just pay attention to the location on the plug and the color going to that location, and do them one at a time. Just make sure they go back in the right spot on your plug. You know what I'm saying? Like if you
Right,
pulled a
right.
red wire out of the upper right hand corner, then make sure when you hook that red wire to that white wire that you go back in the same location, and just do them one at a time, and you're really not going to screw it up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. Yeah, because that's what I'm. So this is a buddy's truck, and I told him, I said, well, as soon as I go to the junkyard, I tell you what, we're gonna run into an issue where we're gonna have to take these out, and we're gonna have to switch harnesses because one of them came off a Sports Track. That's the one with the clips that are broken. But then I found a perfect one that came off the Ford Explorer. The clips are fine, but the problem is that the back end where it connects under the dashboard, it's a different plug.
Yeah.
So I told him, I said, we might be just better off just eating the $10 that I spent at the junkyard and just go ahead and order the part with all the white wires. I think it was $30.
Yeah, I've installed them. When I used to work in a automotive shop years ago, we would have plugs that would burn. The terminals would burn and plastic melting. You had no choice but to replace it. And these were OEM parts that we would order, and it was nothing but a pigtail of the plug. But like you said, all the wires were white, so you just had to pay attention to which wire in its location when you tied them in. That's the biggest trick to that. One at a time, you know.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to end up doing that.
Yeah,
Insertion
one right
and
there.
extraction tool.
Okay, now that's a HT101. Now that's for D-sub, like on a computer. You know, the back of the computer where you got your monitor screws in with the 2 screws and all. Those are D-subs. That's what that's for. But that fits a lot more than just computer plugs. What it is, that little crimp on that goes in. I have some that goes in that case, that plastic case connector. The wires and the crap. Anyway, I'm lost for words. The one that goes in, it snaps in, And the tools that do that, they make that flap go down. There's a little flap in there, keep from pulling it out.
Right.
It pushes that down, and then you can pull it out.
Okay.
They got a lot. You can buy like a key ring with like man, there's 50 different ones or so on there.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to double check with Ed. Maybe he's got it. I'm pretty sure he's got it because I know he messes around more with like electronic stuff and changing harnesses, like you said, for computers.
I've
Yeah,
got
this one's for a computer, but it fits a lot more than just a computer.
Yeah, you can get them for automotive plugs. I thought I had one in my wish list on Amazon. They don't cost much. I just been putting off getting it because I don't have a use for it right now. But it's round.
I'm gonna
It's
tell you
round
what.
and it's red and it's got a bunch of different tools going all the way around it, depending on which kind of plug you got.
Right.
If
Well,
I find it, I'll
you
show
got
it to you.
Cajun's.
Oh, here it is.
Cajun's email address, right?
Here it is right here. This is made by Lyle. I ordered a lot of stuff. Now they got different ones right here. Can you see that picture?
Let me
Yeah.
present that.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Ed does have those. Okay.
Yeah, that's a wire terminal toolkit.
Okay, wire terminal toolkit.
Yeah, how much is that? That whole thing.
About $10.
Actually, they're out of stock. I'd have to get it. No, that's $45, believe it or not. But you can get them. You don't have to get all three of them. Just
Well, that's one of those things where I consider it's an investment. So $45, and plus I'm not going to pay for the $45 because the guy I'm doing the work for, I told him, if we got to buy any tools, just buy me the tool and I'll help you do the job. So
right,
$45, he's going to pay me to do it. So
yeah. That's what we used to have at the shop I used to work at. I didn't own any because the owner already had. He had a bunch of what we call shop tools, and all of us mechanics knew where certain things are. We just go over there and use it and put it right back. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't our tools. It was for all of us, really.
Can you give me a part number?
Yeah, good car parts stores that have them too. You're right. Matter of fact, that's where that one come from. That the place I used to work, it was also an auto parts store, and we had a 3-stall garage on the back, and they sold Lyle tools in there.
You know what? I'm pulling into an O'Reilly's right now.
Yeah, they'll probably have one.
And get you a tube of that dielectric grease like David was talking about.
Okay.
They'll have the little packs like when you buy a light bulb or whatever. The little packs at the counter. But if you buy a little tube for $5, man, that'll last you the rest of your life. That tube.
Yeah, I got that grease at the house. Let's go in there live. Let's go into O'Reilly's. Let's go shopping.
Ask the counter, the parts guy. They have any flux capacitors in stock yet? And he'll look up flux capacitor. If you don't smile and giggle, just say, hey, look, do y'all have the flux capacitors in stock yet? And he'll look it up, and it's on their computer. It's on their computer, but it says out of stock. I'm serious. I was going to make a video with David. I asked David one time, the guy at O'Reilly's here, but he went to work for Coburn's. It's an electrical and plumbing wholesale warehouse. He went to work over there.
Well, they got a lot
of Wayne.
Here. So that's good. Here we go.
Yeah, that's the guy. Man, you got flux capacitors in stock. There you go. But now look on it to see which
manufacturers
connectors that it works on.
Yeah, look, that's right. That's why they got so many different ones.
Okay, if you got one of the assembly harnesses in your pocket, in your jacket pocket, show that to the parts guy at O'Reilly's, the parts counter guy, and then ask him, hey, which one of these I need for this harness?
All right. I think
and he'll tell you. Michael
Does it-
said, Mike Cecina said, look for the second type. Mine were green and red anodized.
Yeah, that's what we had was a red one. But best I remember, it worked on just about all of them.
They only got this one here at.
Does it got anything on the back about what makes, like Ford, GM?
Uh,
Yeah, it should have a description of which ones that fits in.
How much is it there? Out of curiosity.
$16.99.
Oh, okay.
That ain't bad.
That's
might
doing
end
that
up
bad,
ordering
right?
that.
Yeah.
I might end up ordering that set I showed you because it's got all of them. That way I know I got every combination, you know.
AliExpress has them. You can get a whole damn set for like $3 or $4, but you know it takes 2 weeks to come in, a week and a half to come in.
That and the quality probably ain't.
Yeah, that
I
has a
know it
lot
ain't
to
gonna be
do
like
with it.
ours. That one might work that you got in your hand. It
They had the hook and tool.
all it is a little thin blade looking thing
it
to
looks
get
like
in
it's-
behind there to release that
Yeah.
clip.
Yeah,
That's
they
all
look
it-
like they're circle.
Actually, this one here has got the tubed.
Oh, those are all round.
Yeah, they're round.
The on here.
Yeah, you might need the ones with the flat blade.
Yeah, it's got
It's got some flat ones.
it's got some flat ones, but there's like there they go, right there.
Right. That's what you shove down the side of that and it releases that clip.
It's got that one, and
I don't know why they don't standardize things like plugs to where, you know what I'm saying? There's so many
Well, what they doing? They not wanting to infringe on a copyright or a patent.
I suppose. They sure make life hard though, because you got to buy 100 different tools, depending on what
Yeah.
you're working on. If you're a mechanic,
Yeah,
I just buy stuff mainly for what I own, you know. That or something that will work on anybody's car, but some things are specific.
let's find out.
that's a tube one right there. Fits.
I hear you.
It's open right there. It's like a half a tube. Push it in. It pulls it pushes the tab down. You just pull it out. And
Yeah.
this one is the insertion.
Right.
Put on there and it pushes it in and make sure you get good. You know, make sure it clips.
I mean, you can probably find something around your house that's small and enough to go in there behind that and release it. Oh, it is a little metal clip you're just pushing to kind of release it. That's all
Yeah.
you do. Might be able to do it with a paper clip or something.
Some connectors have a little hole, a little area where you just push down, or you can push
Hey,
down
what-
with a pin and then pull the wire out.
Yeah.
What year was that DeLorean?
Oh, I don't know.
80 something.
What's up,
I
man?
forgot.
Early 80s.
If he types in flux capacitor, he'll pop up. I don't know if it's going to be in stock. Usually they're out of stock.
Okay, I'll find out right now. What's up, bro? How you doing? Hey, do you have the
I'm
3
back.
packs of this? Yeah, well, like one's red, blue, and
Show him your harness connector.
I'm back on for a few minutes. It's nice.
Okay, Van, not a problem.
No, I don't
no,
have to get it over, bro.
you gotta order it. It's a how
I
much?
just got a $10 cash tip.
$4.99.
And how many is it? 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
It's $54.99. Yeah.
Oh, that's all 3 of them that I was showing you on Amazon for $45. If you got Prime, it's free shipping, but you do have to
Do I
order.
gotta pay for it now, or I can pay for it when it comes in?
I think for that one, honestly, bro. Nah, you gotta pay for it, bro. They're
Gotta
gonna
pay.
charge you shipping too. So it'll be like
So it'd be like $60. And is it Lyle brand, by the way?
this brand.
Yeah, Lyle.
Yeah.
All right, what you guys think? $54.99 for that Lyle tool set.
I get with Ed. Give it to Ed
That's the
first.
same one I showed you online. It's just $10 more there, but you can walk out with it. There's your advantage of paying the extra
No, I got
$9.
to order it
Yeah.
here too. So when
Yeah.
would it be in? Monday?
And pay
Be
and
on
pay
Tuesday.
shipping.
Yeah, it wouldn't come in till Tuesday if I go Amazon.
Oh, you can
Oh,
order
yeah.
off Amazon and save
Yeah,
$10.
all right.
If you got Prime,
One more question. Yeah, one more question. Do you guys have a flux capacitor for a DeLorean? No, they said look it up. They said it
Yeah,
comes up.
flux capacitor. It might be in stock, might be out of stock. They were out of stock last time I looked. I asked them.
Yeah, we got a special order though.
Special order? Yeah, I thought so. Flux capacitors. They're hard to get nowadays.
We actually had a guy that lived down the street from us that had a DeLorean. That was a cool ride.
Oh yeah, DeLorean's a awesome car.
the last
Especially when
flux capacitor I seen was up in Iola, Wisconsin, at the Iola Car Show.
Yeah.
They had a DeLorean fixed up identical to the Back to the Future,
No, it
and
didn't
it
come
had
in.
a little flux
that's nice,
capacitor in there and all.
I forgot how I
That's pretty
did it.
cool.
I think
They
you
did a
spelled
good job on
capacitor,
that
bro.
car.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a guy that does it because there's one here in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, that's how you spell it.
You sound like you on
Yeah,
a
you see
CP
that?
radio.
You know,
I don't think you can do that anymore at O'Reilly's.
I
Guys.
think my radio's coming through from my Amazon Music.
Yeah,
Give me a
I
second.
mean your
I
voice
don't hear any
sounds like
music.
you're coming over a CB.
Oh yeah, the way his,
All right,
his
cool.
voice
I'm gonna
is.
order it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the
Yeah.
Yeah, big 10-4 there, big buddy.
Cool. Did it come in?
I think I found it. Wow, man. I think they took it out, bro.
Did they used to have a picture of it, guys?
Yeah, they used to.
Yeah, it's kind of a Y shape with some lights in it.
Yeah, it's not coming up no more.
Oh, okay.
Picture online.
Oh, they got a.
Man.
Oh, online there's a picture.
That's it right there. That's the one.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
Excuse me. Yeah, they don't have it at in Chicago no more. Maybe just down there in the country.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I found one on Amazon right there, $59 for a flux capacitor.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
2.1 gigawatts.
Yeah, I'm gonna check with Ed on that. On that. thing
Yeah,
before I
that's
order
before
it.
you go ahead and shell out $65. Yeah.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
You can have it shipped for $45 off Amazon. It'll
Yeah.
take
Get it in 2 days if you got Amazon Prime. You know.
Yeah, I think I'd rather
Prime.
get it through
And
Amazon.
Prime's worth it. Oh, I gotta share some
I
pics
use
here.
my daughter's account. She's got that Amazon Prime.
Man, I get Amazon boxes
Yep.
in every week. I definitely keep my Prime just for that
That's
reason.
right.
Plus
That's
the
right.
movies, you know,
And
by the
movies.
way,
Yeah, you can watch
I don't know if you guys
movies.
noticed,
listen to music, all kind of stuff.
I don't know if you guys noticed either when I showed you guys the mileage on the car. This car has no check engine lights.
No check engine light.
Nope, no check engine lights. This thing runs like a top.
Oh, you mean it doesn't come on? You have a check engine light, but it never comes on, right?
No,
Uh-oh, we're losing you.
Yeah, we lost him, I think.
What?
No, he's
What
right
are we-
there. He's
what are
right
we
there. Lost his audio.
What are
This
you
right
looking-
here is a thermal imaging camera that Michael Chesina got. He's an electronics technician.
I want to get one of those. There's a company I've been working with, and I think they're going to send me one that Kyle eats.
That's what he wait a minute. No, I don't know which one he's got. Okay, Chad. Hey, have a good one, bud. Good to see you in the live stream, man. We'll hook up on the phone or something later on, Chad. Or my email's in the description box, Chad, right below the video, the screen. Shoot me an email. Anyway, look, there's his dog right there, his Beetle, and you can tell he got a cold nose because the nose is
Yeah.
not coming up in thermal imagery. Now, he sent me some better pictures in a Tex-Mex, okay? But
Yeah.
this is email right here.
Right.
And there's Mike right there. I don't know how he's
You do
doing
so
that.
many things with that, man. If you got like a parasitic draw on a car, you can go around with that thing looking for like a relay that's heating up or or circuit, or it can help you quickly find something that's on that ain't supposed to be on, you know.
Right on.
I'll be back in a little bit. I'll be back in a little
Van.
bit.
All right, Van, not a problem, but
So many uses.
what's up,
for it.
Dave?
Same old shit. Same old shit.
They're finally coming
Got,
down the
got-
price on them things too a little bit.
Yeah, Mike, which one did you get, Mike? Radio Mike? Because man, the ones you sent me, the pictures in that Tex-Mex, man, that was awesome. They showed Molly Beagle cold nose, but everything else was, you know, different yellows and orange and, you know, all the stuff you have, red and the hot
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, buddy. I don't know what kind you had, though. I want to say cow wheats, but cow wheats, they have some quality material, but you can also find the same piece of test equipment under a different name.
That's
I've done it before, you
that's
know.
Chinese, man. That's like if you get something from Vivor, they're buying stuff from all these different Chinese manufacturers. Some
right.
better than others.
Taiwan,
It depends on
Taiwan,
what it is.
Japan.
and they're just rebranding it as
Yeah.
Vivor,
Mhm.
you know. That's all
But
they're
they
doing.
do have quality stuff, though.
Some
cow
of
wheat.
it is.
They
Some
do,
of it.
yeah.
I just did a video yesterday. Have you seen their little air jacks they got?
But
Air
Beaver,
jack? Check this out.
Beaver's air jack.
Sorry,
that
boys, I
single-
lost you guys for a second there. How's it
You
going?
talking
Dave?
that Beaver sit that Beaver air jack where you just it's like an airbag that lifts up on the vehicle?
Yeah, here's a picture of it.
Yeah, it works.
I just got it up under my car. I didn't hook the air to it. I did a video on it on my other channel yesterday. That thing will go up to almost 18 inches.
Dang.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Rail 9222. Got another mechanic in the house.
$128 for that thing. That is cheap, man.
Hey, fellas, you know, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So here's something interesting. This is a dilemma that I have. We got this comment earlier where someone said they wish they would have kept a car that had 400,000 miles. What I'm running.
Oh yeah, that was nothing.
So what I'm running into right now with this Ford Fusion is they're starting to not be able to. I can't find the parts. Perfect example. I tried to get the brake light that goes on the spoiler, and they don't make it no more. And I had to get it from a body shop. They sold me the whole spoiler because they didn't want to sell me just the light. Paid $100 for it. I go to pick up the spoiler, and the bolts that hold the spoiler down to the trunk lid were all broken off. And I told the guy, I said, "Come on, man." I said, "You're gonna charge me $100 for this light bulb?"
Yeah.
He told me straight up. He looked at me dead in my face and he said, "Well, where else are you gonna get the light from?" I said, "Son of a gun." So I ended up
Junkyard.
I looked the other day for markers, side marker for that Ford Ranger at 2001. That truck is 24 years old, and I just went to Amazon and looked. I can get it for $12 and something. It ain't made by Ford, but it's the same thing. It looks just like it, you know.
Yeah, Dorman or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I went on Amazon, and the only thing I found for this car for that spoiler is an LED light. But the problem is that looking at the pictures, the screw holes don't line up. You know, so I'd have to rig it. I'd maybe have to put silicone in it and push it in and just let the silicone do its thing. But
Yeah,
but that's an
silicone
issue that I'm
hold the world up.
Yeah, and about 2 years ago, I was getting radiator hoses for this car, and they had already stopped making radiator hoses for this car. This is 2009. So I mean, that's the dilemma I run into is like, when do I get rid of this thing? Why would I don't want to get rid of it, but if I can't find parts for it, I mean, I'm kind of screwed.
Let me hang on a second. I go to this website to look for parts for this Ford Ranger, and they're pretty good price. Let me see if I can see what the name of it is. I'm not going to say they got what you're looking for, but it might surprise you what they do have. I gotta find it. Oh, here it is, right here.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna post the link. God bless, I can't do it in here. Hang on. I'll tell you what it's called. It's called FordPartsGiant.com. All one word. FordPartsGiant.com. And they got OEM parts. Matter of fact, I just recently bought a neutral safety switch through eBay for my truck because it was OEM. Now I found this website and I could have got it cheaper through here. Pissed me off. But they got all kind of stuff in here for Ford vehicles. I'm not saying they'll have what you're looking for, but you might want to look anyway.
Oh, for sure. So here, check it out. Here's the
Yeah,
truck.
FordPartsGiant.com.
That's it right there.
Yeah, this is.
That's
my
a
buddy
Ford
bought it.
Fusion. That's a
My-
truck.
No. This is the truck. This is the part that I got the harness for.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
This is
okay.
my buddy bought this for his son, but he's waiting, to get some money to get the get all the important papers or whatnot. Oh, it's a little too dark in here. But yeah, I got the steering column all ripped up, and we've been working on this thing, trying to get it safe for his son. But it's a nice little truck, man. No rust on it. It was garage kept.
Damn.
So
It'd be nice if it was garage kept during all the winters, and
yeah,
having to drive because you in the salt belt.
yeah, we were definitely here in the salt belt. Hey, listen, I'm gonna jump off, but I have to get back on my computer. There's one more thing I want to show you guys. I want to get your opinion. Now, I know some of you are a little older than me. Actually, I can show it to you right now. I know you guys are a little older than me, but I want to get your opinion in the chat too.
Okay.
All right.
Well, it depends on what color hair and what color eyes you got. Blonde hair, green eyes, or dark hair, green eyes works for me.
I don't know if it's backwards or I got to flip the camera, but take a look at this.
No, it's right there. It's right.
Yeah.
It's correct.
Smile.
Jehu, baby. That's
Yeah.
right. He pimping now.
There you go.
That's it.
Heck yeah.
That's it.
I'm about
With
to.
the,
I'm
with the
about to
straight
launch.
bill like that. Well, you see, this one, then you can't take the curve out of this. This is how it was.
Is that
Yeah.
your,
I didn't even curve it. It was like this when I got it. When brand new.
your area code 312?
Yeah, 312.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, Grandmaster B312.
Yeah, and the color of the hat, is actually the same colors as the Chicago flag.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That
So
light
that's why I
sky
got the
blue,
colors.
kind of
And
azure,
I got a
azure
T-shirt.
blue. Mike just seen Radio Mike said, "I'm a lot older than you. I'm a fossil."
And I got a T-shirt. I'm gonna show you guys in a second.
Okay.
I got a T-shirt. I'm gonna be dropping pretty soon too. Let me turn this camera
I
around.
gotta lean off the dock. I'll be back. Oh, sunny beaches.
All right. So this is the back of the shirt here.
Cool. Awesome.
That's gonna be on the back. Oh wait, I think I got. Is it backwards or is it forward? Let me.
No, it's forward.
Forward. Okay. And then
JC.
here's the front. Since I'm really into music, I'm really into house music here in Chicago.
Okay. Plus 808 house music.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the 808 is a drum machine. 312 Chicago. So Chicago plus a drum machine equals house music.
There you go.
So yeah, I'm gonna be selling merch, getting into fashion.
Is that your channel name, Jehu?
That's right.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah, yeah. I don't do a lot of music, but I'm more into music than I am tools. I just like, I do like tinkering, so
Yeah.
that's why a lot of people catch me on these tool videos and tool channels. Plus, I like hanging out with older guys because you always learn some really cool stuff if you pay attention. If you shut up long enough and pay attention, you learn some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Problem with the world today. Everybody's got something to say and don't say nothing.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But yeah, my battery's dying out, so I'm gonna cut out, and I'll see if I jump back on with the computer. All right,
Now,
fellas.
if you're talking
See you
about
guys.
old,
Have a good
older,
night.
you hold on, Jay. If you're talking about old Dale, now Dale is old. Dale, he was helping Moses come down the mountain with bringing the 15 commandments down the mountain. Dale had a tablet with 5 commandments. Moses had 2 of them. Okay, he couldn't handle 3, so Dale said, "I'll carry the other commandments." On stone coming down, and then when they get there, Dale drops the other 5 commandments because Moses was saying, I give you these 15. Dale drops his, and he looks 10 commandments. That's how old Dale is. And people tell me I was there when Jesus was baptized. They say I'm Jesus' parent, godfather. Oh man. Full Wave Wreck, what's up, Mona Me? He said hi to y'all. You can at least he can see a little bit now to type. Cause he's got them cataracts bad, man. I mean bad.
My dad had those things. He had that surgery done on his right eye, and had that what do you call it? Artificial lens or whatever, and he had 20/20 vision after that surgery, and he had to take it easy for a long time, and finally the doctor said, all right, you can go back to doing what you used to do. And my dad owned a chain link and privacy fence business, and that doctor obviously didn't know that we dug holes with power augers and concrete and everything else. My dad was drilling some holes with that power auger, and he felt something snap when he pulled that thing up. He had to strain. He felt something pop in his eye, and his retina detached.
Damn.
Yeah, man, all that money down the drain. They had to go in there and infuse that retina somehow to where his eyeball wouldn't just leak out all the fluid and dry up. But he was worse shape after than what it was before they did anything. Now that's back when they first started doing that surgery. They've gotten to where now they can pretty much do it as a outpatient,
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law got it done.
Yeah. They have a lot of people with retinas detached when they first started doing that. Now they kind of build them up with that laser to kind of toughen them up to where they're, hang in there. But he had cataracts. Yeah, I hated that. All that money he spent, and had good vision there for however long it lasted, which he's been gone for years now. I was thinking the other day, my dad would be 105 years old if he was still alive.
Oh yeah, Jay, who not a problem, but get on that laptop and jump up in here. So Dave, you back at work or what?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. How many days you been back at work?
Since Tuesday.
Tuesday. Oh, okay. And when you had your surgery, Saturday or Friday?
The Friday evening.
Okay. Man, that's hell. Let them telling you that you got to take your gallbladder out when you already had it out.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I never heard of a partial gallbladder removal. I never heard of that.
I hadn't either.
My mama had her gallbladder out when I was a kid.
Yeah, and I thought they normally just snatch her out of there.
Yeah, well, then Dave, he had, three scars, right there on that side, plus that one in your belly button where they put a needle in there and they they blow air in you, and they blow that empty cavity up where they got room to work, on that area. And then there's three other holes, so you got 4 holes in you when they do gallbladder. One for the air, one for a snipping tube, one for for removal, and then the top one is for the camera or something or whatever. I forget what the top one is. The top one is right by my sternum, right there.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 scars where they took this left kidney out. 3 of them are kind of up under my belly, little small incisions. Then they got me cut from about right here down to right above my navel. I reckon that's where they just ran in there and snatched it out. I don't know. Yeah. But I don't know why I got 1 long one and 3 small ones, but that's what I got.
Friday, March 7th, they took it out. And they took it out, and they sent him home.
Yeah. Yeah, they got to where, back when I was coming up, you go in the hospital, they normally want to keep you a week or 2. Nowadays, even after I had this kidney removed, I was in there for 3 days and come home. I'm like, good gracious, that soon? Yeah, you're good to go. See ya. All right. I was glad, though. I hate hospitals.
Now, right eye came back a little bit today, so I thought I'd say, hey, yeah, well, that's good. I've been ringing that phone. Well, you ring mine at night. I'm sleeping. I'll call you in the daytime, and I don't know where you at. I guess you sleeping.
Yeah, we take for granted good eyesight until it starts.
Oh, man, that ain't no doubt. That and pissing. You don't know a whole lot until you can't piss, and it just dribbles, and you got to do that like 10 times or 20, 30 times a day. I got a buddy of mine, Richard Ardoin. He's like that when his prostate swole up. Well, when they did them laser, they got this machine in Lafayette. They got one in Tucson, Arizona. My company built not a hospital, a medical office building that this German and Swiss technology machine for cancer, zapping cancer. It's non-invasive. It's not like chemo or nothing. It's laser. They put you in the chair like a captain's chair on Star Trek, and they punch a code in or your name is the code, I guess. I don't know. And all them lasers and stuff, the chair moves, gets you in position, and all them laser things just focus in on that. Then when they hit enter, it starts on you, and in 10 minutes or 5 minutes, you're done with that session. You got to wait 5 minutes for the door to open to get out. And then when that one's out, the other one's going in, and they shutting the door. The doors are like 2.5 foot thick, and they weigh like 4 tons because of this room. They don't want them lasers getting out of this room. The roof, the ceiling has 2 foot of lead and 3 foot of concrete. The walls are 6 foot concrete thick. Yeah. Like I said, the door is 2.5 foot thick of steel and lead and all that. And like I said, it weighs quite a few, 4 or 5 tons. And proton therapy, I don't know. That this one guy that was an electrician, he wanted to say, hey, Boudreaux, let me know when they test that thing out. I want to see it, because we had told them all they was going to do a apple and a watermelon and then a basket of apples. It was just throwing them a green turd. And then we told that guy he had got off of work. He missed work a couple of days for something. I don't know, they bean dip or something. Anyway, a bean dip's a Mexican baptism, by the way. That's what he told us. We said, what's a bean dip? He said, my nephew you got baptized. It's a bean dip's a Mexican baptism. Like, oh damn, we all got a kick out of that. Anyway, we told him, man, they tested that thing while you was gone. He was like, oh, man, I missed it. God, how did it go? I said, man, we had to clean the ceiling, the walls, and all that when they blew that watermelon up. We had to re-sterilize everything. We had him going for a while. Boats, what's happening, man? Hadn't seen, you getting a cast on your foot? Going in to get one. For 6 weeks to heal up. Damn. You're going in Tuesday morning to get a cast on a broke foot. Now, that don't make no sense. When I was young, you go to emergency room, you had a broke bone, they put a cast on you in the emergency room.
Yeah.
Now they want to send you to a specialist, send you to a doctor. Then that doctor send you to a specialist, and then they put a cast. So it takes almost a half a week, 3 days. They're like, damn. Now, the medical system is all messed up nowadays.
It's definitely different. Did you watch that rocket launch yesterday, SpaceX?
No, I sure didn't. What happened? It was successful?
Yeah, man, that was so cool. I've never watched one. It took them 6 minutes from takeoff, and it showed different times. They said in a few seconds that it kept boosting itself, and you could see it, man. It just, when it hit the atmosphere, that whole fuselage just dropped off. And it comes back down to Earth and lands.
And it lands back on the pad.
And then the part the people are in, it was going 25,000 miles per hour.
That's how fast you got to go to break the Earth's gravity. 25,000 miles an hour. I knew that when I was a kid. I read up on that.
I used to watch the Apollo missions back when I was a kid, when they
me too.
on the moon. But
I was 6 years old when they landed on the moon.
Down to a science. But the fact that they can land that part,
that
just blew my mind. They just keep reusing it.
Yeah, Elon Musk, man's smart, and NASA goes to him and, hey, man, we need help with this, They go to SpaceX, Elon's
smart, man. I just hope they don't kill him. You got to have the country against him.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people turning tides because they the proof's out there. They show the proof, and the people are finally saying, "Hey, wow, really? We were sending money to overseas for condoms? Really? Oh no, that's not right. Yeah, but if you'd have told him that while the other president was still in there, the same guy would have said, "Oh, well, them poor people probably need that stuff." Yeah.
Here we are, got homeless all over this country.
Yeah,
and
vets too that need housing. Vets. I'm talking about the sandbox vets and stuff like that. People out there in Afghanistan, Desert Storm, stuff like that. Some of them need housing and what have you. And therapy, physical therapy, whatever. Some of them, they lost a leg, an arm. Hey, you need to take care of them guys. They got blowed up for a reason. They were over there fighting.
Yep.
Talk real estate prices taking a dump as a lot of expensive people get pushed out. Yeah. But yeah, Elon, he's good at that rocket stuff, space stuff.
Man. He's a
I
genius.
still think our largest group of vets that we're still taking care of is Vietnam vets.
Huh?
I said Vietnam vets, that has to account for a large portion of our veterans that we're taking care of.
Yeah.
We used to have a lot of homeless around in
Pascagoula.
Most of them are Vietnam vets, which a lot of them's done died off. If you think about, not all of them, but a lot of them have. They're in their upper 70s, or no, they're in their 70s by now. Let's see, my brother is 8 years old, 8 years older than me. I'm 66, so that makes him 70. He's of that age, when they were drafting and everything. So yeah, they're knocking on 80 now. A lot of them's already gone, but
yeah, Uncle Red, he lived in Pascagoula. He was retired Navy. He served on a nuclear submarine.
Yeah.
And then he went to work with Clark Seafood. He ran a boat for them for years. They used to go down over there off the coast of Honduras and all that, in the Caribbean, way down south of there. And they used to have a diesel sail. Snapper boat, the tiki style boat.
My oldest brother worked on that for a little while, not long. He made one trip with him.
With Clark Seafood, really?
Yeah, when he was, I mean, he was just probably barely 18 years old. He got on with them, and my mom and dad about to have a fit, you know, worried about him. And he stuck a
Yeah.
hook or something in his foot, and he damn near got gangrene while they were out, but he made it, you know what I'm saying? But he just did that one and only trip. He was glad to get back. That was enough for him.
Mm. Yeah, them boys, they caught a lot of fish back in the days over there. They had you know how the currents and all that going down, and they used the sail too. They had a sail assist, and they had a
Yeah,
diesel
it's
engine
like
671s, but they had a sail assist because when you coming back, you're going up against, and you got that south wind helping you come back.
Yeah, they were built like a schooner, you know. them old
Yeah,
schooners.
yeah. That's the tiki style boats.
Yep.
30-pound sacks in Houma, $2.25 a pound. Really? Damn, that's cheap. Yeah, but boy, when Easter comes around, look out.
My youngest son did a crawfish boil last weekend, and he bought them over here at Killer Crabs, and he said 10 pounds of them are dead. And
Oh,
he
damn.
called them, and he said, "Yeah, he said a lot of people's having that problem." I'm like, I don't want my money back, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Four-way wreck said, escape velocity is critical, you know, like 25,000 miles an hour,
Yeah.
especially when fleeing law enforcement. Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah, four-way right.
Think
Yeah.
about that, though, man.
What's that?
25,000 miles an hour. Them suits they had on, they pressurized them.
G suits, yeah.
Yeah, man, it's like holy crap! I'd pass out when they first took off. I'd never make it. They
Yeah,
gotta be
Arkansas
physical
State
fit.
Troopers, man, they got some good videos on there. They pitting them guys at like 130 miles an hour. There's one
Yeah.
state trooper, I forget which state it was in, but he pitted a truck, and they were doing about, I don't know, 70 or 80, I think. And it's all over the internet. Just put state trooper pits and goes airborne. When he pitted that truck, the truck flipped over, and you could see the bottom of the truck, the exhaust, the mufflers, everything, gas tanks, and the trooper car. That truck was a ramp. And the trooper car went up and clipped a telephone pole. Okay, you know how tall those are. Clipped the top of it off. He had some airtime, big time. I think he hung air for like 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Now the trooper survived it, but the guy that he pitted didn't. And he was dead. They was all, you know, guns on him and all that and everything. Come out there, come out. He wouldn't come out. They said, if you don't come out, we're going to shoot you. He didn't have enough breath in him to say, hey, I'm already dead. Country Mile Garage. What's up, Mona Me? Swinging by for a minute. What's up, y'all? Country Mile, man, I was sleeping, yeah. When last Sunday when you went live. I wasn't nowhere on YouTube. Wasn't even near it.
I got me some signs from my garage. Came in today.
Oh, really?
They still got plastic over them. These are made out of tin. They got rusty corners and stuff on them.
Oh, yeah, those old ones. Yeah, put a tiger in your tank. SO.
There's
Exxon.
one. Oh, remember them old signs?
Yeah, buddy.
I've never even heard of this oil before, but it's called Wakefield Castrol Motor Oil. Wait, there's 2 signs right there. Ah, come on.
Castrol motor on. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that one either.
No, I like this one. This is definitely going in my garage. Grease Monkey Garage. That plastic's gonna come
Glaring.
off before you use them. Here's this can contains your car's life insurance. Shell motor oil.
Yeah.
Texaco Motors, and then Mobile One. That's all of them. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
hang them all up. I'm just gonna hang up a couple of them for now.
I remember them tiger tails. People would put them on their antennas, hanging out the trunk.
Yeah, I'll probably hang that one up for sure. Thought they were pretty cool.
Yes,
All
so
right.
is Exxon.
You can make me little again.
Oh, sorry about that.
You don't like being big?
I was reading the
don't.
chat.
I'm needing
I'm
to lose
reading the
weight.
chat.
You just making me look fatter, man.
I lost a couple pounds. I went from 188 to 182. So I lost 6. I did that on purpose. Yeah, you know, you got to do something when you can't bend over and cut your toenails. Your belly
right.
stick out more than your dicky do, you know, so you got to do something.
That's right. Yep, I definitely got to lose some weight. I got that doctor's appointment on April the 14th, so I'm hoping to shed at least 10 pounds between now and then. 20 or 25 would be better, but I'm going to have to exercise if I'm going to do that.
I'll never get my 6-pack back. I'd be lucky to get a 2-pack.
I got a 6-pack. I'm about two beers into it, though.
Yeah, man. We having fun now.
Oh,
Yeah,
goodness.
what's that famous Arkansas trooper? He's known for catching pitting them and all that.
I know you're
catching.
talking about Arkansas State Trooper. What the hell's his name?
Is it Bird?
Is it Bird?
See, somebody put up Bird. Yeah, I think it's Bird. Trooper Bird.
He always
Arkansas
catches his
State
guy.
Police.
He always gets his guy.
Radio Mike put it up there. Yeah.
Yeah, he always gets his guy, I guess.
Yeah, just about. I remember
He
one
never
time
chased me.
one of them Scat Pack Challengers or something, Scat Pack fitted Challengers got away from him one time. I mean, just left him in the dust, man. But them videos.
I know that
They
one
were
that you're talking about where the cop went off the freaking pit maneuver the wrong way, went flying through there. He hit 2 poles, dude. That
Two
cop hit
poles, yeah.
two
Quick
poles.
got 2 poles, yeah.
Two poles.
He had some airtime. He was hanging some
That was
airtime.
some serious airtime. Serious airtime.
Yeah. I mean, when you're 30 feet in the air, you know, that's man. Yeah, Miss Ida's having a St. Jude's auction today and tomorrow. Yeah, it's a 2-day thing. We started it off, it was a 1-day event, and it turned into a 2-day event. Man, I remember the live stream where we were talking about Mrs. Big T, Mama T Coins was the one that had the idea. Well, you know, Miss Ida, you ought to make a blanket. What's that? No, because I killed that one. Anyway, Missy got bit by a wasp yesterday.
Ooh, boy, that hurt.
Yeah, Dukes of Hazzard style. That's right, Theo. Anyway, yeah, we was at live stream. We was hanging around. It was a Thursday night with Big T Coins, and Miss Ida was there. And Mama T Coins had an idea. You ought to make a quilt, and we auction it off, you know, but with charity. You know, I said, yeah, I'll donate some coins, some silver. And then Big T said, yeah, I'll donate some and all that. So it was Mama T's, you know, brainstorm, and man, that turned into like a 12 or 13-hour event, auction. We raised money for, back then it was the first 2 times was the Susan G. Komen Foundation, Breast Cancer Awareness. Susan G. Komen raised $7,000 the first year, and I think 12 or 13,000 the second year is what it raised, and it was a 1-day thing.
Yeah,
and man, now it's a 2-day event, and now all the proceeds go to St. Jude's for the kids. So if anybody wants to bid on some silver or gold or whatever, Yeah, Mike Badger knows about it. He was there. That was a long auction. Miss Ida Herring will be. David, can you put that Miss Ida's channel name in here? Link, if you don't mind. Let me see. Man, David, he's on the phone and he can do faster than I can on a laptop.
Was it I was just read that question. Who was it that merged with Esso to make Exxon? Was that Standard Oil?
I thought Esso was Exxon.
Well,
It's a different, Esso's up in Canada and Exxon's in the States.
maybe so. I really don't know, but I know Standard Oil used to have that kind of oval shaped thing with that little torch in the middle back when I was a kid. And I want to say that they turned into Exxon at some point.
That's how it probably worked. Yeah. Shiny Beaver. Yeah, they probably have some Shiny Beavers for sale too.
Yeah. That's why when I looked at that sign and looked at that tiger, and my wife was looking at it, Tarina, and I said, that's supposed to be Exxon. She goes, no, Esso. I'm like, I've never even heard of Esso.
Before Exxon, it was Esso, and it graduated into Exxon.
I guess so, but I remember them tanks. Put a tiger in your tank. That was all Exxon commercials I was watching. But anyway, I don't know.
Michael Chesina said, I lost track. That was back in the days of my Ute.
Yeah.
Like my cousin Vinny, Utes. These Utes.
I'd like to have an old golf sign. That's what I like to have.
Oh, yeah, golf.
They used to have a lot of golf
stations. Wax, golf matches.
Yeah,
golf did a lot of stuff. I like their wax. They got some good wax.
Orange and blue. But we had them right here, in this area of Gulf. And I think which one bought them out? The ones that had that oil spill. BP bought out all the Gulf stations around here years ago. Now BP disappeared. Marathon took over a lot of them BP stations around here. British Petroleum.
Yeah, I remember the green signs with the circle and the outside.
Now, do y'all still have the Sinclairs there in Louisiana with the dinosaur?
I haven't seen any. Not in Lafayette or.
I went to Houma one time. Now, keep in mind, I was only like 19 years old, but there were some of them over there then. But they had already. I don't think we ever had them here on the Mississippi coast, but Florida used to have a lot of them. They had them green dinosaurs at a lot of them stations,
There we go. Thank you, David. That's Miss Ida Herring's channel, and she has an embroidery company too. She makes quilts, custom made quilts, and hats. My Cajun Coin Hunter hat, she made that. I got several hats that she made. Well, one time I gave one of my channel hats away. Did a give away.
Exxon and Mobil, both descendants from Standard Oil, merged into Exxon Mobil. Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess that Esso, it just completely went away or whatever and become Exxon. I don't know, but Standard Oil at the turn of the century, I'm talking about from the 1800s and 1900 when Henry Ford was starting to put out cars and all. Boy, he was one of the Rockefellers of that era. You know what I'm saying? As far as monopolies on something, he had it going on. He started Standard Oil, I think, with kerosene, and he just about lost it all when electricity became a thing, and then the car boom started. And so he's right back in business more than ever, with oil. He become an oil tycoon.
Yeah, Country Theo's wife, she does embroidery too. She, like jackets, Carhartt jackets and stuff. She'll embroider your name or whatever you want on it. The back, the front, whatever.
Sinclair, okay, they got them up.
She does that too. I push Miss Ida because she, sponsored my channel. Sponsored it. She was doing my cooking aprons for the cooking channel, which Cooking with Cajun. She was doing aprons for that. And then, channel hats, Cajun Coin Hunter, Wheel of Silver, aka Boudreaux. Need to find that other hat that I put that other one in retirement. It was getting kind of stiff, like right here on them sides. right there was getting stiff and kind of cutting into my temple, you know.
Hats don't last long with me because I wear them. A lot of people just hang. I mean, I got a bunch of them hanging up, but it seems
Oh
like
yeah,
this hanging kind of distorts them over time. You know.
I got a super clean hat looking at me that's embroidered, name on it. That's some products that Super Clean sent me. I need to do a video on that. I don't owe them a video, but I need to do a video on it.
I got
They just
three.
sent me that to try it.
I got 3 of them right here in front of me.
I had deer antlers or something, disappearing deer or something. I forget what that had. My son bought me that. I forget what that, chasing tail deer or something. Chasing deer. I forgot.
I hear that thunder rolling.
Oh, yeah.
That's what this radar is doing. Oh man, it ain't gonna be much to it. All the bad stuff is way north of us. It's just a tail coming by us, that little trailing tail. Oh yeah,
Do a video on Comet. Yeah, Comet cleaner. That's rough stuff there.
Some people up the state, they're catching heck today. All kind of tornado warnings up there. I'm glad we're out of the woods. That's usually what happens down here. We usually catch that little tail end coming off the Gulf, and all the major stuff is north of us. You know.
Usually we catch some hard stuff down here too. You know, and you also. And the bad stuff would be here because we right there where it's coming off the Gulf, that warm moisture. And man, I've seen where it was coming up streaming between Lake Charles and Lafayette. That Comet tail.
Yeah.
And it was just all that bad weather, that frontal, and it would stay. It stayed like 4 days. Sucking up between Lake Charles. Beaumont, Lafayette, Beaumont, Baton Rouge.
It's kind of
Louisiana was catching hell for 4 or 5 days. Yeah, everything was moving north in that column, but and that's when they had all them bad tornadoes and stuff up there.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. I had a guy call me yesterday. I think I don't know where he's at, Midwest or something. But he was checking on me, man. He goes, y'all gonna be all right with all that bad weather? I said, what bad weather? I tell you, it's coming tomorrow. He goes, I'm watching it now. So I started paying attention to it. But
was that Kent that called it?
No, it's a black man name. His name is Harold. He followed me on my Smoky Ribs channel, I reckon. And
does he have a channel?
No, he was just a subscriber, but he used to drive down here to get seafood at a place I used to buy seafood. That guy, Ben Seafood, Ben ended up dying. And but he would come from up north down here and buy all this stuff and go up there and sell it. And he wanted my number, so he'll call me every now and then just to check on me and stuff.
All right.
Good guy.
I thought you might have been talking about old school soul food, or or that other guy that we know. What's his name? That black guy. Oh crap! Forget his name. I'll remember it later on.
Yeah.
Probably when I shut it down, I'll remember his name. He's a black guy. He comes on the panel with us sometimes.
On this, you're live?
No,
Sleeper
or Simon. He'll come on them lives.
Black guy?
Yeah. Smitty? No, not Smitty.
I don't know.
I forget the name.
I mean, there's some I know that stays in the chat sometime, but like
he'll come up and every now and then he used to come up in the panel.
Yeah. I don't know. Can't think of nothing right off the top of my head.
Sleeper interviewed him one time. Had a whole 2 hours, just him and Sleeper in there. Oh, Simon was in there.
Oh, you're talking about Papa Joe.
Papa, yeah.
He got a gray beard.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty good sized channel. I mean,
Papa's Papa
and Mama. Papa and
Papa's
Mama.
and yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, barbecue guy.
Yeah. You know, baby.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about now.
And the old school soul food, he's got a good channel too. He comes out with a video just about every day, I think.
Yeah,
I hadn't seen any of his latest videos in a while, but man,
Yeah.
I tried his fried chicken, his brine chicken.
hmm
You know, leave it 24 hours in salt water like chicken wings, and just take it out. You know, season it and then just dip it in flour. That's it. No egg, no milk. You know, no dredge.
yeah,
I mean, no drench. Just dredge it in flour so it's a light dusting of flour on it, and then throw it in that hot grease. Oh yeah, man, it reminded me of my grandma's chicken.
Huh.
Yeah. I got a deep fryer, you know, a standalone deep fryer.
yeah.
It's a countertop model. So yeah, you get that grease up 350 in there, 345, 350, and then you can double, you know, twice dip it, take it out, let the chicken cool off a little bit, and then put it back in at a little higher temperature, and it disperses that grease. But there's not a lot of flour on there to hold that grease anyway, so it's not greasy.
Yeah. Yep. I remember when I first started learning how to cook and fry things, it didn't take me long to find out you got to get that temperature up when you're frying because it's going to be a big greasy mess, man.
Oh yeah, don't overload your grease.
It just sucks it up and holds it in.
Yeah.
Serena was frying something the other day. She was just trying to rush. I said, you got to get that all hot. She was frying wings, I think. And anyway, she goes, I'll do it on the second batch. I said, well, let me know when that second batch is done.
You didn't want to. You can put that first batch, you know, back in. You know,
Yeah, you can. It'll
360, 350, and it'll disperse that grease.
It will. Yeah.
Just like crawfish, you know, when you go from hot boiling crawfish into a warm, your second pot, like a 2-pot system, your warm seasoned water, you know, your soaking pot. You take that out of that clear water, then boil hot crawfish in that, and you dunk them in that your soaker pot, and it sucks up the juice. You know, it sucks up the seasoning of the crawfish. Well, frying is opposite. You know, when you go from cold to hot, it disperses the grease out of fried chicken or shrimp or whatever.
That's why crawfish float when you boil them, is because it like boils everything out of them. They're just buoyant. Then they start cooling down. They'll start sucking all that juice back in them, you know.
Yeah.
Whether you boil them or if you steam them or if you do the 2-pot method like you're talking about.
Yeah. I ran a boiling kitchen in Houston, Texas for about 8 months. We had crawfish all year round there because we had a connection with a few farmers, crawfish farmers that crawfished all year round. They wasn't rice farmers. They were rice farmers, but they had a deal with Brad, the owner, that they would do it all year round. And if he couldn't supply, we would get crawfish from, believe it or not, California.
Yeah.
Yeah, crawfish from California. Like,
I had a guy that wanted me to work with him one time, and he raised crawfish in California. And it was the name of his company was California Crawfish. And he was trying to figure a way to have them shipped to me or have them shipped to anybody. He was wanting to like ship them nationwide, and he never could figure an inexpensive way to do that. So we never did the deal, you know, but I would have sure flat worked with him. I had a guy in California send me two live Dungeness crab one time, and I did a video with that. And man, them crabs are freaking expensive.
I remember that video.
It came with, I didn't pay for them, but it came with an invoice for what it cost with shipping and the price of some crabs. If I would have ordered them 2 crabs to get them here, it would have been $120. I'm like,
damn,
smokes,
we
man.
used to. When I was in the seafood business in Houston, at the same time I was boiling. But after I was boiling, I went to ship crawfish and crabs. We was doing crabs.
Yeah.
From the crab fishermen in the Houston Ship Channel and the Bay and all that. And we used to pick out them #1 crabs, and we put them in those, I think 40-pound or 30-pound wax boxes. All #1 crab going up to Baltimore, Maryland, to the restaurants, for the boiling restaurants in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Damoose, what's up, mon ami?
I'll be right back.
And
I'm still listening. I'm just gonna grab a beer.
I used to go to Hobby Airport all the time on South Houston and bring those crabs and sacks of crawfish in a waterproof box, wax box, and it cost us, I think it was 30 cents a pound. And I was flying seafood out, but you know, the company I worked for had an account. And I'd go through to the airport in a certain area, and
The moose.
I had all the paperwork. I put that on there. I opened the cooler. I put my seafood in there, close the cooler door, and that would go out on the airplane in another hour or so, and it wouldn't take long. Then we ship meat. The plane would stop in Dallas, Fort Worth area, and there was a guy that used to pick up crab meat from us, lump meat, and claw meat, and then the plane when they then I don't know if the plane retook off or they moved the seafood to another plane, but then it went to Maryland. And back then it was 30 cents a pound. But we had a contract. The company had a contract with the with the shipping department.
Gotcha.
30 cents a pound is not bad for shipping, you know. So you're looking at what 30 cents a pound for 30, I think it was 30 cents a pound. For a 30-pound sack of crawfish, that was that's what, $9 or $90 or $9. Wait. 30 times 30 is 9. It's either 90 or where's my phone? Oh. Calculator.
You better
30 times 30, $9 to ship a sack of crawfish. But you have to have an account and all that. And you have to have so much the poundage to make it worth its while. I might be mistaken on 30 cents a pound. It could be 90 cents a pound I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I used to tell people, I used to do a lot of them crawfish videos and stuff, and I would tell people because I was trying to justify doing a crawfish video because it's such a regional thing. And I would tell people, I said, now you can order crawfish from LA Crawfish out of Louisiana.
Yeah,
but now it's going to be expensive. I said, but
like $120 a sack.
Yeah, this is
delivered
years
or
ago
more.
when things didn't cost that much, you know, or as much as it does nowadays. And some of them videos was not necessarily boiling crawfish. It was just using some tail meat, like certified Cajun tail meat to
Right,
make
like Riceland crawfish.
Yeah, like I did some what do you call it? Cajun popcorn po' boys. You know, like fried instead of fried shrimp,
crawfish tails. Yeah.
Love them things. And I always tell them, and I'd leave a link, and it wasn't sponsored. You know what I'm saying? It was just I knew that I need to do that for anybody that want to try. At least they know where to get the real thing, not that Boudreaux's Chinese stuff. You know,
right? Bernard and Boudreaux. You know, when it was Bernard's, when the Bernard's first started, they were shipping crawfish because we had an overabundance of crawfish. The Chatfield Basin come in. Them guys were selling crawfish for $5 a sack on the side of the interstate at Tiger Truck Stop. $5 a sack for crawfish. Yeah.
Man.
They were just paying their bait, you know, and they was trying to push and push. Well, I forget the guy's name, but he was involved at that time. He was shipping containers of frozen crawfish to China to peel. They peeled it, the product, and it was shipped back. Now, it was Louisiana crawfish peeled in China because the peeling plants in Louisiana were overwhelmed. They couldn't handle anymore. Yeah. That's when they had a big boom on crawfish in 2 years. So Bernard's, I mean, I forget the guy's name or whatever, but he was shipping containers of frozen crawfish to China. They were peeling and then shipping that tail meat back, not Chinese crawfish, but that. Then China said, well, you know, we can grow that too. You know, so they started growing their own crawfish because rice fields galore, and they've been eating crawfish just like us in South Louisiana, Mississippi for hundreds of years. You know, they've been eating crawfish.
They don't taste the same. What was that place in Pascagoula? If you're going from Biloxi here to Pascagoula and you're going over the bridge, it was on the left, and that's what they done. They took shrimp off of these shrimp boats, and they had people in there peeling them. and they would batter them and box them, and they would sell them as frozen, battered, ready to eat. You know, all you had to do was fry them. And I
Yeah.
cannot remember the name of it. I don't even know if it's still there. It was
They
there
were on the river, right?
Huh?
They were on the river.
On the Pascagoula side of the river, on the left, on the north side of the bridge, right there.
Okay.
And
I know you're talking about. They had a shrimp house there.
Yeah.
And it was the one right north of the shrimp house. That building was
they
there.
hired all these people, and all they did was peel shrimp. Then this person would do whatever. But you know how you can buy them?
I know what you're talking about, but I forget the name of it.
They're already battered. All you get to do is fry them. They did that, but they were fresh Gulf shrimp until they froze them. They
got a peeling plant in Delcom too. They got several peeling plants for shrimp, because Delcom is a huge shrimp industry town. Yeah. It was bigger than that at one time, because that was your main port for shrimp boats, Delcom, Louisiana, and Morgan City.
Right.
So, right. And then when Intercoastal City, when the oil boom kind of fell down, people was buying like a warehouse there, and they were like, okay, let's put some coolers in here, and we're going to buy shrimp from shrimp boats. That way they ain't got to go all the way to Delcom, because that was a long ride to Delcom, Louisiana.
Yeah.
You know, from the freshwater by locks or from Southwest Pass coming up in Vermilion Bay.
Yeah, my buddy used to shrimp when seasons would open Melbourne, Louisiana. They'd go down there shrimping. Off them names all sound familiar, Delcom and all that. And back in the 70s, they had them hoe houses that they would go frequent when they were down there.
In Abbeville, yeah, they had a several in Abbeville. Them guys, I used to bring them to there. I worked on the Florida boats out of Delcom shrimping.
Yeah,
I was 17 years old, maybe 16.
Good old days, huh?
Yeah, and they was like, man, where can we score some snacks? You know, so, shit, they got a Francis Luzerne's place in Abbeville. He had 2 or 3 little cat houses over there.
Oh yeah, he used to go in them. He'd tell me the stories. I was already married by that point. I'm like, damn, I knew I shouldn't have got married this soon.
He'd give his mom, like $10,000-$20,000, about once every 3 months, and his mom used to go to church, and she'd sit in the front pew, and he noticed when she put her envelope in the basket, it was kind of thick. They had all that money. He was wondering who was donating all that cash, $5,000-$10,000 at a time. So the priest, he went up to her and said, ma'am, how can you come up with that kind of money? Why are you donating so much? Well, I know y'all need it and everything. The church needs some repairs. I can see that. And then, my son is a veterinarian, and he gives me $20,000 about every 3 or 4 months. So he said, oh, okay. She said, man, he's got good business. She said, yeah, he owns 3 cat houses.
Boy, it's pouring down out there. Pouring down. It's just a little thin stretch. It ain't gonna last long. I mean, it's kind of going up. However long it takes it to move east.
To move to the east. Yeah. And that stuff going north like that, caught in that current, that jet stream like that, stuff going up there, that stuff's traveling at like 60, 70 miles an hour up there.
It sure is. I was watching the clouds earlier today. I said, yep, we got something coming.
My wife had a cousin that was an importer and exporter of seafood. We always had great food. Yeah. Chico Lafont, he owned a shrimp house. He had a state-of-the-art grading system for tails. It had to be tails, no head-on shrimp. They could get it about right with head-on, but the grade was a little off, But they mostly did tail shrimp. And, when you bring your nets in on the shrimp boat, when you dump them out, you cleaning the deck off, you picking the shrimp, and as you picking the shrimp, you pinching the heads off like that and throwing all that in the basket. Well, when you ice the shrimp down, all that was mixed with ice, and then all that went to the shrimp house and that big old vat with a conveyor belt, and I was dumping them in this state-of-the-art grading machine that had rollers and all that, and it was letting like the small stuff fall through first, and the bigger stuff kept going. And at the end of the line, that was your big choice shrimp. Your big 8 to the pound, not 8 or 9 to the pound. 10 and under.
My favorite size shrimp is a 16-20. That's
Yeah,
my
I
favorite.
like the 2630 for an all around shrimp. You know, if you want to
Yeah.
fry shrimp and make a shrimp stew, 2630 is best because we have, like last night, Missy made a crawfish etouffee and we had fried shrimp on the side. You know, it's Friday, you know, it's Lent. But we do
Sure.
it on Fridays anyway, whether it's Lent or not.
Yeah.
The moose, yeah, we've most of South Louisiana, Texas, and Mississippi's catching it now because, you know, as you know, the moose, that's where Russ is at.
Yeah, I'm down here. We're just getting rain, but them people 3 or 4 hours from me, north of me, they caught heck today. All that weather they got today should be over in Alabama. We're on like the tail end of it.
It's actually nice here today.
Where you at?
Like
Michigan.
Michigan.
north, of,
Okay.
north of Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah, this storm's going to affect
We're
y'all
like
too,
60
I
degrees
think.
today.
60. Wow. Man, it got to 85 here yesterday or 87, something like that, and 80 something today. I had to put on the air conditioning yesterday because Missy was cooking. Had this fire going on the stove, and I turned the air conditioning on for a little while.
It's so humid out there. I walked out in the garage earlier looking for something, and that floor is just as wet as it can be. I was, God, I hate that. Nothing else is wet.
Renegade.
All my stuff
Renegade.
like it is, huh?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying how wet the concrete was, just condensation.
Oh, yeah, sweat. Yeah.
Yeah, it does that here.
I hate when that happens, man. You slip and bust your ass.
Yeah. But
Renegade, he's in Jacksonville area, Florida. So it's coming your way though, Renegade. It's heading your way. It was nice today, but tomorrow gonna be a little different story, I think. Rail said it got up to 40 degrees, but he's up in Montana. He's close to he's up in the mountains.
We've been in the 70s. I don't know what it is right now. It's not
Let me
cold,
see.
that's for sure.
My computer says 71.
That's probably about what we are if I had to guess, but I'm gonna tell you here. We're 72.
Where are you at now?
Heavy thunderstorm, 72.
No, where are you located?
I'm in Biloxi, Mississippi,
You're
right here on
Mississippi.
the Gulf.
Now, what you say you was? How hot?
72 right now.
Okay, maybe it's just a degree off from me.
Yeah. Yeah, I live right here on the Gulf of America.
Yeah,
I'll never get used to saying that.
me neither. Me neither.
It's been Gulf of Mexico for 66 years of my life.
Yeah. 61 of mine. My birthday's coming up in a couple of weeks, so I'll be 61.
Normally, I just tell people I live on the Gulf Coast.
Right, Gulf Coast. Right.
A lot of stuff could change. You never know. I mean, soon Canada could be like
51st state.
our next 4 states.
Or Greenland,
Greenland. I don't know what they would be. 52nd.
Now, Puerto Rico's a territory, U.S. territory,
yeah.
but I wouldn't want to see Puerto Rico as a state. And Puerto Rico don't want it, but they get aid from the U.S. It's the U.S. supports it because it's a U.S. territory. In fact, Puerto Rico probably gets more money than some states do, for assistance or whatever. But
I'll tell you one thing: people might not like Trump or whatever, but that man's got balls bigger
balls.
Than man, he's got some balls.
He's totally different this term. He is. He's different.
His balls have been perfectly balanced and staggered twice. They're gold plated with the softest and purest gold. There's nothing else like it in the world. He has the golden balls of America.
He does, man. I swear.
There's nothing else like it. The first of its kind.
I love it.
They're unbelievable balls.
Need somebody like that, man. Shake the whole damn system up. Get it back right.
The moose is going to be 62 in a couple of weeks. Which that's April, huh? April what? 3rd, 4th? You're probably close to me. Me and Full Wave Wreck born on the same day, April 7th. We share the same birthday. Me and Full Wave Wreck, April 7th. Oh, yours is the 2nd. Okay.
I'm gonna be 82 next week.
How old? Who said that?
I said I'm gonna be 82 next week.
Oh, 82. Yeah, right.
You got there with Dale Lucid.
It matters what alias you're talking about. I got like 8 personalities.
See, you must be first cousin to Dale Lucid then, huh? Because he's like I said,
I'm 82 half the time.
he was there with Moses helping him bring the tablets down off the mountain. He dropped the last 5 commandments, so we got stuck with 10 of them.
I tell you what, though, boy, these years are starting to go by in a hurry.
Man, it's like, when we were kids, we were like, we wanted to grow up and be on our own. Now that we grown up, we want to get back to being a kid.
Exactly.
The first time they shoved that freaking camera up your butt, that's when it's all over.
Yeah, no,
All over.
I had that done when I was probably about 10 years ago.
Yeah, and it just takes off from there. The fastest years of your life. Medical test after medical test after medical test after medical test.
Yeah, really. It's like, hey, we need to do a colonoscopy on you. Man, I just had one. I think it was a month ago. No, sir, it's been 4 years. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, I was sitting there thinking, I was, man, I'm 66. December be here before you know it, I'll be 67. Just woof, woof, woof. I'll be in 70 before you even know what happened, man. It's like, God,
damn,
slow down.
Wow. Look at y'all. Check this out.
70.
Cajun Coin Hunter, Miss Ida Heron. The auction today raised $10,000 today, and it will probably have to go to a third day. See, tomorrow is the second day of the auction for St. Jude's, raising money, and then they probably got to go Monday to finish the auction off. Man, that's kind of getting out of hand.
What are they auctioning off?
Gold, silver bars, old coins. Some is just, raising money for St. Jude's. And then they have a donation box that they collect all year with coins, silver, some gold, little nuggets or whatever, a dollar gold coin, dollar monetary, like a gram coin or a half a gram. Because the old dollar gold coins in the U.S., back in the Western days, if you had a dollar coin, they didn't have pockets on blue jeans back then. Front pockets and back pockets. That was invented later.
Yeah.
You carried that in like a wallet or something like that. But if you did have pockets, that dollar gold coin was big as your pinky.
They had them money bags, some cowboys.
And they had a little satchel too. Yeah, a little money bag to carry gold dust and gold coins or what have you. But a gold coin, a dollar, was big as your pinky nail, Yeah. And your thumbnail's a little bit too big for a dollar coin. So you could easily lose that in a pocket,
Yeah.
Anyway, some people donate like a kangaroo coin, an Australian gram or half a gram coin. And they put that all in that box, a donation box, and people bid on that. That's one of the main bids, the big lots. And that right there go for like $3,000-$4,000,
Yeah.
But it's a good thing. Y'all go check out Miss Ida Herring. The link. Let me see if I can find the link again. Y'all check it out. Just watch, support it. It helps. Support. See if I can find that. That link. There's a link from Mike. It's David, you still got that thing in your tray? If you don't mind, put that back up for me, that link, please, sir. Like I said, the first year we did it, we raised $7,000. The second year was $13,000 or $12,000, I think. And then, shipping comes out of that too for, her to ship out all that stuff. A lot of people have it in their possession. Like me, I had my donations. Instead of shipping that to Big T Coins, because the auction was on his channel the first couple of years, that we did, and my donations, I kept it until I know who won the auction bid. Then I would ship it to them. That knocked out me shipping it to Big T and then Big T shipping it to them, and I covered the cost of the shipping. You know,
Right.
but what Big T was doing the first 2 years, he was taking the shipping out. You know, because I mean, he can't afford $500 worth of shipping. You know,
Right.
so all that would come off the top, and that was it. That's all that would come off. No administrative fees or no bullshit like that. Just the shipping would come off the top, and then the rest would go. And then we would see the PayPal going to Susan G. Komen Foundation, and then getting a letter back of appreciation and all that, and then the names and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, man. So now they're doing it for St. Jude's, for the kids.
Take a look at
But yeah, like I said, the first year was $7,000, and clear total for Susan G. Komen breast cancer awareness, and then the second year I think was 12 or 14,000, something like that. I think David might put in his 2 cents. He knows also. But $10,000 today, that's real good, So you're looking at probably $25,000, $30,000
Yeah.
total, for 3 days. Yeah, buddy.
You get yourself a nice coffee and a fancy mug for that.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Jamie, Miss Carol, how you doing? She said, "Oh, well, where's it at? Oh, there it is." She just finished fixing a 2020 Duramax 2500 3/4 that got deaf in the diesel. That was fun. Gross. Yeah, urea. It's not but piss. Ammonia.
I heard today that the EPA is going to deregulate some of those things they got on diesels, for emissions and all.
That's good. Some certain people be happy.
I doubt it'll be the DEF system because they're going to come out with the future. Gas powered cars are coming out with a GEF system, gasoline.
A what?
A GEF instead of a DEF.
GEF.
Yeah, it'd be
Really?
a GEF for gasoline.
Gasoline,
Emissions.
emission fuel, whatever.
It's doing the same thing as the DEF filter for.
Man, they
diesel.
getting out of hand with that stuff, huh?
We'll get to it. I think Nissan and both Toyota announced the start of that platform. I think you'll see them in 2025. They're going to add that into
I hear they're
gasoline.
going to deregulate a lot of that stuff. I don't know if what all it's going to involve, but even like HVAC people and all that, man. Every time you look up, it seems like they're changing refrigerants because of greenhouse gases. First, it was ozone, and
It's some son of a bitch
I doubt they're
making a lot
going
of
to
money.
change it. Huh?
It's some son of a bitch making a lot of money.
Oh yeah, it's all about money. It always is.
All new gas is better. It's a little bit flammable, but it's safer. It's better.
Yeah.
It's close to safer.
Exactly.
I mean, it might blow up and burn your skin, but it's not going to blow your body parts
Man,
off.
I looked the other day. I say the other day, it was probably back in the summer. My neighbor, her car's got that 1234YF refrigerant in it.
Yeah.
And I just looked on O'Reilly's just to see what that stuff cost. And it was like $80 for 12 ounces. I'm like, what? That is freaking ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm like, why?
The price is insane on the refrigerants right now.
It's crazy.
Especially that one.
And R134A is getting phased out, so eventually it'll get up that high. Right now, it's
So I'm
not.
saying they're all going up in price.
Huh?
But they're all going up in price, but
Oh yeah, but that $80 for 12, I mean, that is just ludicrous.
we're paying more for a 10-pound container R1234YF than I am for 3 30-pound containers of 134A.
134A, that's right.
I mean, it's that much.
But one
it's not
day,
labor. It's
be
not
the
labor
roof.
involved in a job, like say having to change a condenser because something hit it or whatever the leak is.
Yeah,
Having to fix the leak, then have to go back to the customer and say, "Well, this is how much it's going to cost to evac your system, purge all the air out of it, and recharge it."
with proper amount of oil and refrigerant, it's this much, and you're like, whoa.
Yeah,
What do
they
you
just
mean? It's like $700 alone to charge my
yeah.
my Chrysler Pacifica minivan. Well, it's got front and rear air. You know,
Yeah, it
it
holds a
takes this
couple
many more
pounds.
ounces. Okay,
Man,
it's just crazy. The prices are getting crazy on it.
it is. That's ridiculous. Now I got a 2017 4.3 V6 1500 with misfire that I have no idea what it is, but more to follow tomorrow. A 2008 Camry 2.4 just got engine out, so new one goes in soon.
2017. Is that direct injected, Jamie? On a 2017 4.3, or is it still?
1500.
It's still sequential port injected. That's a
I got that.
The 4.3 Vortec V6. I think 17 is probably about the last year they used it. Maybe 18 was.
I got that 2001 Ford Ranger that my buddy gave me, and it's got a rough idle, so I hooked my scan tool up, and I was looking at the fuel trims, and it's running lean at idle, but as soon as I get my foot into it, the fuel trims do what they're supposed to be doing, close to zero. And I said, I got a vacuum leak somewhere. I'm like, man, I hope it's not the intake manifold gasket. So anyway, I hooked my smoke machine up to it the other day, and there's a 3/8 vacuum line coming off the engine, off the intake, and coming around. I'm not sure where it's going. It was just boiling smoke out of it. Surprised I couldn't see how rotten it was. Anyway, I grabbed it with my finger, started running my finger under it. It split. It's so rotten. You can sit there and just open it up like that.
Yeah.
Like, holy
Wow.
crap. No wonder, But I could put my foot into the gas a little bit, and them fuel trims were correct. I said, okay. I just fix that, put that new hose. I've already got the hose here. Put the hose on.
Oh,
It
that
put out a whole lot better.
that scanner too you got does fuel trims and all that stuff
Oh
too.
yeah, it does everything.
Oh, okay. Wow. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yes, sir.
Dang. You got the stuff in the shop now.
I'm getting there, man.
What scanner you have?
Every week I'm ordering something new.
What scanner are you using right now?
I'm using that King Bolin K7.
King Bolin K7?
Yeah,
It's like a launch-based software scan tool.
Yeah.
King Bolin's a small company.
Yeah, I mean it's a 400. I think you buy it for 400 or around $400. It does a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty impressed. A lot of bifunctional, bidirectional functions on it, things like that. It's all I need. I don't do this for a living. I work on my own stuff and friends. That's it. I primarily work on air conditions. I mean, that's what I'm the most knowledgeable in, but I can work on any of it.
What's your Fix It channel? I forgot the name right quick.
Skill Savvy DIY.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just dropped that video yesterday on that jack, Boo. If you want to see it in action, it's pretty cool. Hit the air. And,
The Beaver Jack?
huh?
Beaver
And
Jack?
VVAR, yeah, the VVAR.
Beaver
Yeah.
Air Jack? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
That thing's got like a telescopic. I don't know what's in it because you can't see it, but obviously it's. You remember them cups that you used to collapse and then pull them up and drink out of them? It's got something in it that goes down with the jack and it goes up with the jack and it reinforces it to where it can only give a little bit and then it stops. Because like if you're jacking from the side, something's got, even a floor jack, it's got wheels, it'll roll. When it goes up, it'll start rolling to correct that angle. Well, this just gives a little bit to do it, but it can't go all the way over. I don't know what that is. It's got to be made out of metal, I would think. But yeah, pretty cool.
There's that link that I just put up is for Russ's channel, but it's his it's a video link. But you know that brings you to his channel, and you can subscribe and ring the bell from that
Yeah,
one there.
that's the DIY channel. I've got a
Yeah.
cooking channel I've been running for going on 13 years, but this is the
Oh,
last
yeah,
year.
everybody knows Smoky Ribs Barbecue.
Yeah, this is
baby.
my last year posting content on that channel, and I'm only going to post probably one video a month for the remainder of the year, and I'll be done with that. And the only reason I'm doing that is I've got a expensive smoker that they sent me in the fall, and I've got to give them their money's worth, you know.
Oh yeah, you got to fulfill your
Yeah, when I
agreement.
tell somebody I'm gonna
I
do
do
something,
like two videos a month, one every 2 weeks.
well,
That'd be
I used
nice.
to do videos
Yeah.
every week on that cooking
Right,
channel for
right.
years. Even working a full-time job and overtime, I'd still get those videos out week after
Right.
week. But man, I'm 66, going on 67. It's time to give it up. And I'm just going to enjoy this skill savvy. I could care if it ever grows or what. I'm just doing it for
Oh,
fun.
you already monetize them now, ain't you?
Yeah, I've been monetized. It
Yeah.
took me 5
Yeah,
months to get monetized on it.
Yeah, I thought it only took you a month and a half.
No, it took longer than that.
Oh, okay.
They didn't take long, though. Not compared to a lot of channels.
Oh, it's your watch hours that you had to accumulate. That's
Yeah,
what took you so long. The watch hours, 4,000 or whatever.
Yeah, I think it was watch hours. I had my
Yeah.
subs. I
Yeah,
was
because
just
you
waiting on
subs, you
one.
got that like that. Boom, boom, boom. You know,
Yeah.
you probably had that in a month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah.
1,000 subs.
Let's see, I started
It's
last
your
February,
damn
March, April,
watch
May,
hours
June,
that
yeah,
get you.
July. I started last February. From February to July, I was monetized, which I'm not even worried about that. You know, I could care less about it anymore. I've got this Social Security coming in now. I can make money right here in the garage, and YouTube, what I'm going to do from here on out. I feel obligated, like I said, on that one channel. But on this new channel, I'm just going to do things just to have it out there, you know.
So you got the benefits for being 67 instead of 65, right?
I got the benefits for being 10 months away from 67. I got penalized a little bit, but it ain't much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you'd have waited till you were 70, which
No, 67.
man,
67 is when I could have got full benefits. I was only 10 months away from it.
yeah, Miss Carol, she's retiring from the 29th of April from the Army, got her years in.
Nice.
I think some of that might be a disability retirement too, because my buddy Kevin Bro, I was born and raised with, when he finished high school, he got married and went in the Army.
Yeah.
And he was in the Golden Knights, the paratrooper team, like you know, with the air shows with the Blue Angels and all. He was a Golden Knight paratrooper team. He holds a record for the most jumps out of perfectly good airplanes. And he retired. I forget. He had his 30 years in. Yeah, 30 years. And disabled retirement too, because his back was tore up from the floor up. You know, all in parachute openings and stuff like that. That affects your back a lot. So man, he gets, I forget how much he gets a month, man, from his Army retirement pension.
Yeah.
Man, I think he was getting something like, man, 3,000 a month or something total. I don't know if he had some other plan like an IRA or something, but he told me he was getting a little over 3,000 a month.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was just Army pension and something else or what, but he said total, I get a little over 3,000 a month.
Pretty good.
Damn, man.
Oh my God.
He didn't move back home to Abbeville, Louisiana. He's over by Fort Hood, in Texas.
Yeah.
In a little town called Copper's Cove. Yeah, Copper's Cove, something like that. And he retired, and he's making longbows and recurves by hand. You know,
Yeah.
custom recurves and longbows by hand. He does a lot of that Renaissance stuff.
The what?
Renaissance. You know, back in the medieval days body armor and swords and stuff, helmets and stuff. You make your own body armor and you fighting in battles and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's some real stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I got Jeep and John, a buddy of
Real
mine.
stuff
He lives,
opposed to fake stuff.
huh?
Real stuff opposed to fake stuff, right?
Yeah. Jeep and John, he used to do that, man. He's got scars and wounds and all that stuff. But he does, like I said, he does custom bows. He does the Renaissance stuff. And he dresses up like in the olden days. I think his wife's a wench that serves beer or meat or whatever at the bars, whatever they called them back then. Deplorable garbage. What's up, Xan? You start the party. I'm here. I'm fixing to shut the party down, Xan.
Yeah, I gotta figure a way. I don't want to advertise because I don't want to be flooded with cars or whatever. I'm not a business or whatever, but I do want to pick up some. And I'm not even interested in mechanic work. I don't want to get into that. Just automotive AC only. Keep it at that because it's fixing to warm up and just just to make money right here. I got everything I need to do it now, including a recovery machine. I got all the EPA 608, 609. I've got everything.
Cards and certifications and all that.
Yeah, and I definitely got the know-how.
Oh, I got some more coffee.
I just got to figure out kind of how to get the word out without getting the word out, if you know what I mean. I've been telling my buddies, say, hey, if you know of anybody that needs AC work done, send them my way.
Oh,
The side AC work's got to be a big business down south.
Huh?
AC work on the side has got to be a big business down south.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to restrict it to that only. I don't want to get it's like my son. He's got a car over there. It's a double overhead cam Nissan. And he said, you want to do it?
I
said, how much you doing it for? He goes, he's a friend of mine. I'm going to do it for $200. I'm like, screw you. I ain't doing it. You do it for $200. And I mean, that's a hell of a job. And anyway, he's got this other car. He goes, I don't even have the car here yet, but I think she's got a blowed head gasket. I said, well, what is she going to pay you? He goes, well, I don't know yet. It depends on what we find or whatever. You know, I said, you bid this stuff out too cheap. I don't want it. I'm not interested in doing that kind of work anymore. I used to do it all the time. All I want to do is AC work. I can get in there, get it done, let them buy the parts, let them keep up with the receipts. I'll warranty my work. And if a compressor fails or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's on them to go get it exchanged or collect on their warranty or whatever. That's the way I'm gonna handle it anyway. I've already done a couple of them last summer, but I want to kind of keep it on a regular basis during the hot months. And we have our share of hot months down here.
Yeah, you said you're in like Biloxi area, right?
Yeah. I do. That's another thing. She's talking about welding and part-time contractor. I'm all set up for doing. I've got a machine in here I bought last year. I can TIG weld stainless, aluminum, carbon steel, well, anything really. And then it's also a stick welder. I just got a new plasma cutter. It's laying right here beside me. They sent me. I got to do a video on that the last week of March. I'm gonna probably do the video this week. I ordered some 1-inch thick steel just for this video, and all I did was order some welding coupons, 1-inch thick. I just want to show that it'll cut 1-inch thick. That's what they say it can do. Then I'll just go down from there. If it'll cut 1-inch thick steel, it ought to cut through 1/2 inch like butter. You know, it's an 80 amp machine. But that's something else I wouldn't mind doing. Problem is, I don't want to be a mobile welder. If it's a little project you can bring to me or whatever, yeah, I'll do it. That's the reason I want to focus on the AC work more than anything. Everybody's used to bringing the car to you. even though they do have mobile mechanics that go wherever. I ain't gonna get into all that.
We have mobile mechanics here, just not that many.
Huh?
We have
Being-
mobile mechanics here, just not that many. Nobody likes
Yeah.
to work through the cold months and all the shitty weather and dangerous neighborhoods, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Nobody
Well,
wants to pay what the mobile mechanic wants. Now, when it comes to heavy duty truck, diesel, all that shit, yeah, there's emergency mobile techs that will show up
Yeah.
and they'll take care of business. They'll get your shit
Right.
back running, or they'll tell you where they can go fix it. But
You know, I never did hear back from that Matt Mobile Service in Opelousas. I never did. He told me, he says, text me your name and phone number and the car and all that. Because, you know, we had talked about it on the phone, but he said, you know, send me that in the text so I could, you know, have the information right there. I'm like, okay. And he never did call me back. And I've read some reviews on whatever it is, you know, his website, and it's like, no, you know, the guy never. I called him. I was in my car, broke down, and it was summer. I waited. The man never came by or called me and said "F you" or what, nothing, you know. So he says, don't recommend him. And then he had some other good comments, reviews or whatever. Yeah, he changed my alternator, you know, and I'm satisfied with his service.
Yeah.
But he never did call me back.
That buddy of mine that gave me that Ranger, he's retiring from the shipyard in 2 years, and he's got, you know, he used to own a towing business. He had 3-4 different towing yards and a bunch of different trucks. Well, he ended up selling out a couple of years ago, but he kept this one property right down the road from his house, which is right up the road from me. And he's getting ready to build a 100 foot by 60 foot shop, and it's just to play in. He ain't gonna make money out of it or anything, but he's installing. I was reading her comment about that 10,000 ton lift, but he's putting a lift in there. He's got a bunch of old classic cars and antique cars, and he's gonna have a whole era mainly for that, you know. And eventually I'll probably move all my tools over there. If I'm gonna work on somebody's stuff, I'll just tell them to meet me there, you know.
Yeah.
But he says he hopes to have, what is it? It's March right now. And what it is, he owned a bunch of property over off of Highway 90, and it just sold, and he got a big cut out of that, enough to build this shop, you know, and then some. And but he's hoping to have the actual slab done and the building pretty much complete by July. So he's dead serious about it.
Damn.
You'll have your own stall. And said, all right, ain't gonna cost me a penny. Hell yeah, do whatever you want. Shoot videos. I don't care, whatever. I've been knowing this guy forever. We used to work together. He was my pipe fitter and I was his welder, you know. And
where's the shop gonna be at?
Right up the road here off exit 50, Tucker Road.
Okay.
It's going to be where one of his towing yards used to be.
So he's gonna be close.
Right now,
off
it's a junkyard. He's got so many old cars and stuff on there. He's having
closer to the interstate than the beach now.
Yeah, it's actually in Latimer, they call that. It's kind
I
of
know where it's at. Right.
Yeah, it's right in that area.
Just like around Gulfport, they got Orange Grove right there in that area off the interstate. Orange Grove. Then they got the other Orange Grove by Columbus.
Well, you know where Washington Street is in Ocean Springs? It's just right down the road.
Probably been on it once or twice.
If you get on Washington, it goes up under the interstate. And as soon as you go on the other side of it, that turns into Tucker Road. You just go north up there, maybe 2 miles, and he's going to be right there on the right. He's about 2 miles off the interstate. North of.
I didn't know it was St. Patty's.
Oh, you'll see it.
Yeah,
I'll be shooting
I got it
videos
on my
of it.
calendar Monday.
But he's got a bunch of old cars. He's already pulled some off the side. He wants to cut the front ends off and the back ends off to make like car furniture and wall art and things like that. And we're going to be busy doing that kind of stuff. Just, he don't even know how to work on a car, but he's a car collector. But he's got friends that do know how to work on this stuff. Another one
Okay.
of his good friends is David Lee. He's a body man and a painter and a damn good one, you know. And so yeah, he surrounds himself with the right people. Is all I can say. But
Gotcha.
he's definitely a car lover.
Well, I'm gonna get up and start running out of here in a little bit. See if everybody does the outro so I can do mine. And I'm hungry. I was supposed to come on an hour tonight, this evening, but well, that's almost 3 hours.
Yeah.
But I had fun though. I
Yeah,
had
it
fun.
was fun.
I'm glad
Yeah,
I hadn't seen you in a while, Russ. I'm glad you popped in.
Yeah, I planned on it and then the internet went off. I'm like, dadgummit, you know,
Oh,
and
okay.
it finally come back
Oh.
on.
Yeah, I'm hungry. I got some crawfish etouffee left over, and I
Yeah.
got some potatoes. They had a sale on a 8-pound bag of bacon potatoes, some big ones, big russets, and for $3 for a bag of 8-pound bag of bacon potatoes. I'm like, oh yeah. So I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna bake that potato, and then I'm gonna fluff it up, and then I'm gonna put all that crawfish etouffee in there, put some cheese in it, and just throw it back in the oven, just enough to melt the cheese, like a stuffed potato, a twice baked potato.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm hungry. All right, Dave, you want to do your outro first, if you don't mind?
Thanks for having me on, as always, and everybody. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend. What's left of it, and we'll see you next time. Shine on.
Sign on, Russ.
Appreciate the link, Boo. Everybody in the chat, have a good rest of your weekend. Y'all enjoy it. I got to go to my son's house tomorrow. He's cooking crabs or crab legs and all that stuff. So we're gonna have a good time tomorrow and finish this weekend off. But appreciate it again, Boo. Thanks, everybody.
All right, Russ, not a problem. Appreciate you coming up. Dave, too. Appreciate it. Good seeing everybody again. Miss Carol, Miss Jamie, Rail, Tommy Hanlon from Dublin, Ireland. Mike Badger, Full Wave Rectified, Renegade, David Carlisle. And the rest of the gang out there, Deplorable Zan Ron. Let's see, Field Guy couldn't make it. I guess he was working this evening, I guess. Pretty sure he was since he didn't show up. All right. Y'all know the routine. It's good being north of the grass. Y'all stay safe. Be that way. Be that way. Stay safe. And as always, love, peace, and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. A Pluta.
Later.